what is up, guys, and welcome back to Millennial Mancave. It is your boy, Jeff. Yep. Flying solo today without the chef, guys. He is working away. He's been working like crazy since he got back from Jamaica. You guys obviously know we were able to squeeze in that Indianapolis Colts franchise for you, the rebuild. Of course, spoilers, maybe spoiler alert, no spoilers. If you haven't watched it yet, there's a Super Bowl. Insane. Throwing it out there. Obviously, the Madden franchises have been coming around, guys. The rebuilds have gotten better. I think it's been pretty awesome with us starting to understand the draft classes, kind of being able to prepare from, understanding what we're coming up with for at least those first three classes now that we had those prepared. But nonetheless, this is not a football content day. This, guys, is us finally kicking off MLB The Show 25. We told you it was coming. And, of course, what better way to start? We did it with Madden, starting off with the Pittsburgh Steelers, near and dear to my heart. And so, of course, how could we not start MLB The Show without the Toronto Blue Jays? Guys, you know the rules. If you don't and you're new here, welcome. This is the MMC, the Millennial Mancave. I am Jeff. My host, the chef, is not here currently. It is me running solo today. And what we have begun with our content since we've been gone for 5 long years and have finally returned to YouTube is what we do best, and that is franchise rebuilds. That's what we do, and that is what we excel in. Now, if you like to see some Madden content, we have that in our channel right now. I think we've released about 5 or 6 teams right now on the Madden side. Still more to come as well. But this is our first go into baseball in quite some time. Again, probably 5 years since we've legitimately played a baseball game. So I'm going through it here for the first time with you guys. And the rules are as such for baseball. No different than football. You have 7 seasons, okay, to win the pennant. That's it. That's it. No questions asked. You got to win the World Series in 7 seasons. We're hoping to get this going for baseball like we did for football. This is kind of the first go at it. So, we're going to probably try and tweak this out a little bit, see if we can make these videos, again, as short as possible as we go through the 7 years. Hopefully it doesn't have to go that long. If we can do that better, that'd be even better for us. But obviously, as you guys can probably tell from the Madden content, we're learning. We're making things happen. We've been able to really take those videos down from, I think our first one was 5 hours. Now we're down to like 3 and change. So hope to do the same here. So strap along for the ride, guys. Welcome. Again, if you're here for the first time, welcome to MMC. Appreciate your support. If you're one of our OGs, thank you guys for dropping by as always. Always appreciate your support as well. And before we even get started, if you like what you're seeing right now and if you're loving the content, go check out our other ones. Hit like, subscribe, comment, share these videos, guys. The MMC is trying to do this big again, and we'd appreciate all the support. We are in our hashtag dad years and doing this in between working full-time, being husbands, being fathers. So we're giving it our all here to give you guys the best content while juggling the craziness that is life. Without further ado, let us get into this rebuild. Guys, it is MLB The Show 25. It is the Toronto Blue Jays. Let's get started. So, obviously the layout has changed a lot since we've last played this game. However, so have the Toronto Blue Jays. Let's take a quick look into this roster, see what we're working with exactly. I think that's probably a good spot for us here to get started. So we're going to just go position by position. So we got Kevin Gossman, obviously leading the way. He is the staff ace, 83 overall, B potential, but he's 34. So we know Gossman's likely going to start kind of resting sometime very soon. Bowden Francis, a great story here for the Jays. You got 28, 81 with B potential. Barrios, done him dirty, 79, 30 with a B. Max Scherzer holding an A potential at 40 years old is quite interesting, only a 79. So immediately identifying, while the Jays look great on paper in real life, on the show, we're not looking great right now, obviously, from an age perspective and overall. Chris Bassett there, 36, 76, and a B. Yariel Rodriguez, 27, 73, and a B. Ricky Tiedemann, the big prospect for the Jays here. They did him dirty as well. I was hoping to see an A potential there, but he's 22, 67, hoping to see some growth through this and maybe potentially become one of our top 3s. Jake Bloss, rookie here. Not entirely sure I can say I know who he is. 2366C. Hayden Junger, 2466C. We get Manoa down here. Anybody else of note really here? Adam Mako, I mean, C potential. Not showing him a lot of love either. He's 24. Bastardo, 22 and a D. Yeah, not really a lot down here. Kloffenstein still kicking around, 24 with B potential, so maybe we see him come around. And then CJ Van Eck here, 26 C potential. So not as much as we used to love seeing on that side. Relief pitcher-wise, we still got Yimi Garcia. They just brought him back, 82, 34 C potential. Chad Green, 33, 72 overall B. Ryan Burr, 71 D, not loving that. Sandlin, 28 C potential. Eric Swanson, 31, 68 C. Tommy Nance, 33, 65 D. Dylan Tate, yeah, I mean, not a lot here, guys, right? Brandon Little, Justin Brule, 27 B potential. It's not too bad. Connor Cook, yeah, Pardinho. Even some of the old guys I remember from like 5 years ago that were on this roster had way better looks. And now it's just not a great look at all. So relievers a little bit weak. Obviously the major addition, letting go Romano, bringing in Jeff Hoffman this season. The former Jay come back home. 3286A, so he'll do good for us for a little bit of time. Looks like we have Amir Garrett here as well in the minors and Kevin Gowdy, but not really much there. Catchers, big contract out to Alejandro Kirk this past offseason, so he's going to be leading the way for us with his C potential, 74. Not great, but I guess we'll do it. And everything else here is not really looking fantastic either. Numbers on the Jays are not looking great, guys. So this is going to be a pretty tough rebuild we have here, especially in our first one back in over 5 years. Leading the charge, obviously Vlad Guerrero at first base. He just got the big contract, $500 million. I don't know if this is in this. We'll have to see very shortly here. But 25 A potential, he's a 90. And then really pretty weak after that, right? Not a lot else here. Damiano Palmegiani, he's only at 62, 25, so not a lot of love. Andre Jimenez, really love this acquisition for the Jays. 26 B potential, 82 overall. He'll really step in well. No love there for my boy Will Wagner, 26, 66 C there as well. Looks like the rest of the guys here also on second base, not getting any love. Over to third, Ernie Clement, a little bit of love, I guess. 76 C potential, he's 28, maybe a little bit of growth there. No love for Addison Barger, unfortunately. Or Elvis Martinez, it looks like no love either. Just hitting these guys with C's all over the place, which is really sad. Nothing else there either. Kind of just shows how the Jays are pretty empty when it comes to the cupboards. Bo Bichette still holding an 8 potential, which is great, but down to 79 after the poor season he had last year. Leo's at 65. Kasevich, he's at a C, 63. I mean, even Arjun Namala, who was our first round pick just I think 2 years ago now, the guy's got C potential as well. He's one of the top prospects in baseball. How does that make sense? I mean, okay, sure. I guess the Jays are just getting shit on here, but it'll just make this rebuild a little bit more difficult for me to get started. Left field, obviously the big acquisition of Santander, bringing him in from the Orioles, signing him this offseason. 86B, so he'll be serviceable at 30 years old. David Schneider's not getting a lot of love here, 69C. Javon Ward, also D here. Loper Vito's got a little bit of love. Don't mind that, 62B potential. Alan Roden didn't get any love either. He started with the show this year. So not really getting anything there. In center field, Dalton Varsho, obviously someone we can build around. Pretty solid player, good upside on the defense. So that's B potential, 82-28. Everybody else here, even Miles Straw, not a lot of love there, 64. So not a ton to see there either. And then heading off to right field, obviously Springer got moved out. He's 35 now. He's definitely going to be on that downswing. 74. Luke's got no love. Pretty much nobody, guys. It is pretty bare bones. So with that, I mean, as season number 1 always comes around, it's really hard to go out and do too much. I think we got to get a good season under our belt, which kind of leaves us with 6 to figure out the team. But obviously the Jays went out. They've spent a lot of money. This is kind of how the team started this season. So I think we need to just really head into the regular season, see what this team is all about, and try and figure out what makes sense for us to do. So ultimately right now, where are we at? I think because this is our first time with baseball, I think we need to find a proper halfway point to stop like we do with Madden to investigate how the team is doing, make any necessary trades like it's kind of our trade deadline, and then essentially prepare for the rest of the season from there. So what I'm going to be handling, of course, is your typical free agency, trades, contracts, all that fun stuff. I'm going to pretty much let the computer handle the rest. I'm not going to get me into too much GMing stuff with like building budgets and doing sponsorship deals. Not my problem. I'm going to let the auto do that. But again, I'm going to draft. I can do all that fun stuff to really hopefully build this team to a championship. So our 7 seasons, we are kicking off here against the Orioles. So again, let's take a look at our calendar. So draft day was in 116 days. So we'll obviously want to stop at the draft. And we want to take a look at where the halfway point is in the season. So maybe the All-Star break, that definitely has some potential, maybe in July. And then we'll kind of run through the rest of the season. Or July might even be a little bit late. So let's call it where it's at. Technically, March doesn't really count, right? So we're in April, we go to September. So that's 4 through 9, that's 5 months. So maybe the halfway point somewhere probably makes the most amount of sense. So April, May, maybe we'll call it the halfway point of June. That seemed fair. I think that's kind of a good one. Again, comment below if you guys have some better, thoughts into how you guys might want to see this do this. But of course, as we don't want these to be long and dragged out, it just makes sense to kind of let this thing roll. So I think let's go to June. Let's roll to June here. Let's see exactly what we're going to be doing, how this team responds. So we are basically a 500 club right now by the looks of it. We are pushing a little bit over 500. Okay, 16 and 13, 17. So we're staying above the 500 mark, which I think gives us some potential here. We really need to see our pitching staff really step up. Obviously, we don't have anybody really young that's leading the charge right now outside of Bowden Francis. But, this team can perform. Why not, right? We're at 39 and 33 here in mid-June. Maybe let's take it to the end of June. Yeah, let's leave July, August, September kind of as that way. We got the draft coming up here shortly. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Let's take it right till the end of the month here, end of June. We're going to sim through and finish off these last couple weeks. Obviously, a couple big series losses there as we saw in the sim. So here we are. We're in the middle of a Yankee series. We are 46 and 39. Let's take a look at our stats. Let's see how this team's doing. So we currently actually sit 2 games back of the Orioles. Incredibly surprised about this. Obviously, a lot that is very surprising here with the Blue Jays being at 541. 6 and 4 in our last 10, which is pretty solid. Looks like the Orioles have been losing a little bit. So we have a shot here, guys, to actually make the playoffs in our first season, which would be pretty fantastic. What do we got going on up here? Okay, we have some roster callouts. So obviously, I'm letting the team call guys up and down. So if we do have some guys that are working great in the minors, I'm kind of letting them do what they need to. Obviously, we're getting a lot of updates here with some of these prospects doing pretty good down, which is pretty great to see. Some not doing well. Ricky Tiedemann, obviously not a great one to see there. Betancourt, Gowdy. Okay, we're not going to read all these guys. That's going to take well too long. Ultimately, let's see kind of who's still kicking here. So Bowden Francis seems to be leading the charge as our ace right now, although he's 4 and 6, 2.53 ERA, which is not too bad. 66 strikeouts. We'd like to get him probably some more run support. Otherwise, he's looking pretty solid with that ERA. Gossman killing it, 9 and 4, 2.96 as well. So pitching from our top 2 look pretty great. Barrios, 6 and 6. So again, 2.99 ERA is looking pretty solid. You'd hope to see some help there for him. A lot of walks, though, between Gossi there and Barrios. Gossi, though, with 81 strikeouts, looks pretty solid. Bassett at 4 and 8, not looking great right now. Obviously, struggling here a bit. 61 strikeouts, 41 walks with a 4.03 ERA. Okay, so we need to maybe look into that there. Rodriguez, 2 and 4, 4.63 as well, 42 strikeouts, 22 walks. Max Scherzer, okay, 6 and 2. So the old guy's bringing some power here. He's dropped to a 70, 60 strikeouts, 18 walks. ERA is high, but he's doing what Mad Max does, and he's winning games. So definitely not bad to see there. I'm not going to be too overly worried about some of these minor guys. Again, they're pretty low end. Nothing that I really see here that would likely need to bring up. That's better than what we currently got. Not really any crazy growth here. Although Tiedemann, it looks like he has been picking it up a bit. The ERA is high like we saw. Manoah seems to be doing pretty well also. I mean, he's only 27, guys. If he can really turn things around, we do have some potential maybe to see him do something in this sim. Relief-wise, so Garcia leading the charge, no surprise, 2.47, 49 Ks, 6 and 2. Burr there with a solid, clean 3, 59 Ks, 19 walks, 1 and 1. Chad Green, 3 and 1, 2.61. So we're getting some decent relief here. Eric Swanson, 48 and 21 with a 2.77. He's 1 and 1. Looks like Sadlin got sent down. Nance, Little. Looks like Tate came up. Oh, okay. So Tate, not looking great, obviously, with 62 overall, 1 and 0, 15 and 16 with a 6.12. So I don't love that at all. I definitely think right away this is something that we can make a change on. So let's move him back down to, he has at least 5 years of service, must consent to option the minors to designate them for assignment. Okay, designate him for assignment then. I really don't see why this would do anything for us. I also think that we definitely need to have Sadlin come up. Just makes a lot more sense. His overall is better. So we're going to move him up to the MLB. What I will say, guys, if you see me looking a little bit different than you standardly see me with Madden, the capture card that Chef Tom and I are using and my TV down here, for some reason, get mad at certain games. So one of them was 7 Days that Tom and I play. Seems to be good with Madden. A lot of other games that I play, NHL, stuff with the boys. But for whatever reason right now, I started MLB, and the TV seems to have some sort of a frame rate issue or something that pops up with it. So I don't want to dick around with any settings, so I'm just going to be looking at my screen here in OBS as I play along. So if I miss something in the bottom corner because I'm looking at my face there on the camera, I apologize. But it looks like for baseball, you guys are going to get more of a frontal action here staring right out of the screen. So I do like the idea of getting Sandlin up. To me, it just makes sense. You know, he's a great pitcher. He's 67. He's a lot better than the 62 we had. Now, 67 is obviously not great. But for what we have, I think he'll be a lot better. So we're going to give him his shot. Closing pitcher-wise, 3.15 for Hoffman, 3 and 4, 39 strikeouts. Not really showing me his saves here. Now, I'm trying to remind myself how I would take a look at that. So where are his numbers? MLB stats. Okay, saves at 29. So, okay, he's doing his job, ultimately, right? ERA's a little bit high for what I'd like, but, he's only playing 40 innings. He gets in for an inning or two at a time. So, I do like the strikeout to walk ratio, and I do think that, 20-plus saves is looking pretty good, so I think it's a great deal for us there. Kirk is doing pretty good. Don't mind what I'm seeing here as well. 5 home runs, 26 RBIs, 262 average. Definitely not bad there. Heineman, okay, so Heineman's obviously not doing great. He's also is cold. As I look at the rest of the roster here, I mean, there's not that anybody's doing incredibly better. That would make sense for us to call up, but ultimately he is 33. Almost wondering maybe if we give one of these kids a shot. Like, he's 29, he's batting 277, maybe a little bit more upside. Maybe something we look into for the next season. Let's just run Heineman. Let's not break what we got going, right? I think right now the team's playing solid. Vladdy at this point in the season, 20 home runs, 56 RBI, 327 average. So quite clearly killing it. No questions asked there. Jimenez, 224 average. Don't love that. 20 steals is great. I was hoping to see his average come up a little bit higher. So definitely something to keep an eye out on. But Bill Wagner is bringing some love. 8 homers, 270 average. I respect that for a 67. Ernie Clement there at 232, 9 home runs. I mean, he's more of a defensive player. We know that. He's definitely not a big bat guy. And Barger's not looking too great there either. So Orelvis Martinez did come up back to B potential, which is pretty great to see. He's a 67. If we see some more growth there, I mean, maybe we can call him up and give him a shot. But definitely something to keep in mind if we see that potential come back around. With the shortstop, I mean, obviously Bichette at 250 is not the average you want to see. 8 steals, 11 home runs, 42 ribeyes. So again, not overly ideal for what I'm assuming we're going to have to pay him. He is cold right now, though. And it seems like a lot of guys here at the shortstop position are for us. Santander, 15 home runs, 239 average. Again, not ideal. Davis Schneider also not doing quite well here. Definitely not what I'm loving seeing. Now, Loperfido doesn't look overly bad here. I do like that he's on fire. He's only a 62, though. No love, but he's got that beat potential. So maybe something we keep an eye out on for the Davis Schneider conversation. But again, I think for year one, let's just power through with what we got going. Varsho, average also not looking great. Definitely don't love to see he's batting 230. He does have 11 home runs, 9 steals. Miles Straw adding in the 170 there as well. Also not exactly ideal. So definitely some question marks here, guys, with this roster that we are going to have to look into. No questions asked. But I think, again, if they're winning games, we're not going to ask questions. Springer is awful at a $199 average, 2 home runs, 16 RBIs, 5 steals. Nathan Lukes, however, does seem to be a bright spot here. Only 127 at-bats, but he's got 4 homers, 11 RBI, and a 276 average. So, I mean, ultimately right now, we made one switch. I don't know if I want to start going too crazy and making any other massive changes. The only ones I can really foresee, as I take a look here at the roster, there's nobody from the minors that are really killing it. That's like an absolute forced hand to bring up. You know what I mean? Right now, like, Wagner's doing fine. I think we're looking good there. Third base, Barger obviously not looking great at all whatsoever. I mean, I guess we could give Orelvis the shot. Might not be terrible. 258. I mean, Early Clement's only at 232. It is begging a question right now. It does make me think about it. He's a half-decent fielder. He hits the whole field. He can also play shortstop. Hopefully not on any PEDs. Letting that one sit there. You know what? Maybe we give him a go. He is doing better than Barger. I think that speaks volumes. So let's do this. We are going to call him up. Oh, he's not on the 40-man roster. Okay. Let's add him to the 40. Bazam. And then, so we are going to send Barger down to AAA. And then we are going to give Orelvis Martinez his shot to come up to the majors and see if he can bring some offense. Obviously, Barger batting what he was just didn't make sense. So we'll send him back down. Shortstop-wise, I mean, again, there's nothing really here that stands out, right? Bichette's doing what he's doing. No one else is really called up to play the position. Obviously, calling up Martinez now. He can slide across. Outfield, I mean, the Loperfido conversation is one I'm intrigued by. Davis Schneider hasn't really led a lot, and it ultimately looks like, we do have Santander, who's obviously taking most of the play. I give Loperfido a shot. You know what? Let's do it. We're going to give Loperfido his shot. We are going to send down Davis Schneider, and Joey's... Oh, no. Cancel that. Oh, yeah. Almost made a boo-boo there. We are going to move him up to the MLB. Give Loperfido his chance to come up. I think he's been a great player for the Jays since he came. Obviously, I don't believe he's starting right now these days. But the potential is there. He's 25 with a B. If he can grow a little bit, this might make sense for us. And then again, here, I don't necessarily see a lot. I do like the defense on Straw, and that might be why I think I'm just going to leave him. Yeah, and then same thing here. Okay, I think this is where we leave it, guys. I don't think I want to make too many crazy changes here. Looking at our rank, we're 18th, 9th in contact, 24th in power, 18th in pitching. Defense there at 6th, and then our speed is at 12th. So we're pretty much a halfway point across the board outside of power. We don't necessarily have a lot of pop. And I mean, we brought in Santander. We brought in a lot of those boys. And obviously, we're not really seeing a lot of that happen. So year one, I think we're looking pretty decent. It looks like the draft is in 11 days. So perhaps maybe we take a look to getting to there. Where would be the first day draft? Probably somewhere around here. So let's sim through. Let's see if we can get to the draft here. Start drafting pretty well. Okay, so we have Brenton Doyle, an acquisition here. The Rockies get Verlander, Camilo Doval, and Tyler Fitzgerald. Okay, that's a pretty big deal. What else we got going? Okay, so the draft is in 2 days. Let's sim through. And one more. Okay, there it is. Let's go to the draft here, guys. Let's get things kicked off and started. Specific draft queue. I mean, we don't know who we're looking at. So I think ultimately I'm just going to get into it and get started here. Obviously, this isn't exactly like Madden or NHL or anything like that. When it comes to baseball, I feel like you just kind of go with the flow. The first 6 picks of the draft have been set via the new MLB Draft Lottery. The lottery participants were all teams that did not qualify for last year's postseason. Throughout the draft, a live ticker displays important information like the current round, who is currently on the clock, and which team is up next. When your team is on the clock, you will have 4 minutes to draft a prospect. Other teams will have 10 seconds to make their pick. Consider bonus demands, motivation levels of the prospect. Okay, so this looks like it has gotten a little bit more in-depth than the last time we've done it. Select the queue. Any point you want to speed up the draft, press the sim to your next pick. Okay, so I think we will definitely do that. Let's custom game entry condition. That's not letting me do that. Okay, so our draft picks. So we actually draft 8th overall. We have 9.36 million. Scouting pedigree. Okay, so this is Ben Cologne. He's got 45% motivation to sign with us, which is not exactly ideal. Now we got Jackie Strawberry here, 74%. I love to see that. Potential 84 to 94. He's 21. Overall is going to be 61 to 71. Looks like, do they still have the potential year? Class 4-year junior. Overall rank 5, rank 5. Okay, so we are going to be in the 8th spot, though. So really, depending on where everybody else goes, we likely... Yeah, I mean, our guys really haven't looked into too much here. So we also have Morgan Ludwig, potential 81 to 91. He's a right-handed pitcher, 73 to 83 overall. And the potential looks like it's going to jump up. This looks like it could be a really good spot for us. Bonus demand at 6.7. So this gentleman is going to want some cash. But I mean, if he's coming out of the draft that strong and could be somebody that's ready to start right away, I mean, I really don't see why we wouldn't do that. So let's get this draft started, and we're going to get things kicked off. The number 1 draft pick, Claudio Rivas. All right. 81, 91 potential, overall 68 to 78. And it looks like he's going to be heading off to the Nationals. So we get the first one out of the way here. Number 2 draft pick. Oh, they're just going to keep hammering it like this. 3, 4. Okay, 3. Beautiful. So Serrano goes. Bernie Keenan goes. So here we go. Sim to the Blue Jays pick. Okay, so Jackie Strawberry went as expected. So there's Cologne. Obviously, he does not have the motivation to sign. His potential is incredibly higher. He wants the 8.5 bonus, which is not going to be really helpful for us. Draft rank, he is a number 1, but 45% just doesn't make a ton of sense to me. As much as he is higher, I really don't see that making the most sense. Now, this gentleman here as well looks pretty good. Kareem Noble, another starting pitcher. He's looking for about 4.8, but only 53%. I think the one that makes the most amount of sense to me, guys, is going to be Morgan Ludwig. 69% motivation, so kind of the closest and the strongest really we have based on who we, scouted here. Starting pitcher, of course, which is a need for us. We need to get younger. 81 to 91 potential, so okay, even if he tops out as a low-end 90, he's 21. The doctor exam, he opted out, which is a little bit worrisome. But ultimately, a 73 to an 83 out of the draft, to me, just makes the most amount of sense. So let's take a shot. We're going to give this to Morgan Ludwig, and let's see what we get here. Okay. So hopefully, He is going to be a stud for us. That is what we're looking for. Let's now go to our next pick. So this is now pick 83. So we actually didn't have a second rounder. What do we got here for bonus demands? So 955,000. We have this gentleman here, another pitcher, Francesco Lantigua. 55% motivation. Potential looks phenomenal, upwards of a 95. He's healthy. He's 19. So he's definitely like a growth player. One that's going to definitely require some time. We have another player here, Sammy Giordano. So these guys are all a guess because we really don't have anything in particular that we know about any of these guys. We got some relievers kicking here, some more international talent, draft ranks. So out of the draft, he could be a 52. That's another reliever. I mean, I'm almost thinking of going starter again, just because it is such a position of need where we don't have, anything really prospect-wise coming up. Motivation here, I mean, he could be upwards of an 88, which is not terrible. Okay, we let the timer go, apparently. I'm okay with this one. I actually was going to backtrack to Lantigua. I do like that he tops out at potentially a 95. Obviously, he's on the younger side at 19. But you know what? I will take it. I'm happy with it. We will sim to the next pick here. Okay, so we have a minute here to take a look. So we're going to try and make this quick here. So we have Benoit. Okay, upwards of a 91 here, a relief pitcher. Right field an 83. We have an 85 here, left fielder, William Maeda. He opted out as well. I don't love guys that are opting out. Okay, potential here for Dorian Montgomery. There's definitely some growth, but if he can hit upwards of a 99, like that would be ridiculous. Now, again, our scouting progress, obviously not overly great here. We got a right fielder here in Herrera. Man, where were our scouts is my question. This thing's on auto scout, and I don't love what I'm seeing by any means here. 58%. Okay, so Chris Fuentes, you know what? I like what I'm seeing out of this guy. I think we can give him a shot. We definitely know that he's got some potential. Upwards of a 90 works for me. He's 18. He's coming out of high school. He's healthy. He plays all outfield positions. I say we give that a go. I think that works for us. Let's take a look here and head forward into the next pick. And that is 143 of round 5. Okay, so who else have we scouted that is worth the conversation here? So we have Hendrix Gomez, another opt-out. A lot of guys just don't want to apparently go see their doctor. That is very odd. VR, Sam Knox. Okay, guys, is there anybody that our scouts took a look at to try and give us an opportunity to actually know what we're drafting and not just be shooting blindly here? And from what I'm seeing, that is a hard no. At 10% seems to be the max of what we're looking at. So I'm just going to roll this back. I think at this point, we kind of have to take a look at that best case scenario. So let's see what we got here. We will head on right back to the front. Come on, bring me back. Quicker, 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 quicker. Oh, I think I did the loop-de-loop. Here we go. Michael Melton. So the 76, I don't love that. Okay, he's injured. Definitely doesn't make a ton of sense. We have Jason Snell. Another opt-out. Okay. We have Michael Melton. Not fast enough, I guess. Okay. We're going to keep rolling here. It just doesn't make sense to stop. I mean, these guys really at this late in the draft, I don't think a ton of them are going to provide any particulars for us by any means. So let's view who we're looking at here. So we have Carlos Tejeda, another opt-out. Upwards of a potential of a 93 here for Clem. Roman Clem, 18, healthy, high schooler. Potential 59 to a 93. That doesn't look too bad. Low end is on a 30, though, so he really could take some time to get to his potential. You know what? Let's take our shot. I think it makes sense. He's potentially has the higher end that we're looking for. So let's get Roman Clem here. Definitely could use the relief help. And we will head again here to the next pick. And that is it. Okay. Let's go sign our guys. Hopefully these guys are looking pretty solid. So let's go to... Okay, sign draft picks we can't do as of yet. We probably have to sim forward a day. So we will sim through one here. Not doing any of the home run derby, any of that fun stuff. Still can't sign the draft picks. Okay, so Morgan Ludwig, overall, 73 to 83. I guess we'll see his numbers here shortly. Okay, let's get through. Doesn't have until August 1st. So we will let this take care of business. Don't carry one of those. Today's a day to sign draft picks. Beautiful, exactly as I thought. Let's see what we're working with here. Hi, welcome to the signing board. Here you will find the days remaining until August 1st deadline to sign all picks. You'll have access to the signing big board every 2 days. The signing big board allows you to focus on 3 draft picks at a time. Draft picks added to your board continue to gain motivation and scouting progress every 2 days. Higher prioritized draft picks gain higher motivation. When you're finished with your signing big board, select advance to finalize your 2-day signing plan. You also have the option to skip signing and set it to auto. Now, we want to get these gentlemen in here. So, as I take a look at what we got here with Morgan Ludwig, I think he obviously has to be priority number 1. No questions asked. Okay, so click on them to see their options. So once a prospect reaches 50% motivation to sign with your team, you unlock an ability to offer them a contract. Offers can also be sent on the last day of the signing deadline, regardless of the prospect's motivation level. You can also switch a prospect's priority slot or remove them. So yeah, no, Morgan is the guy. He is somebody that we definitely want to make sure that we are on. It's time to decide the bonus amount to offer the draft pick. Keep in mind, the bonus allotment is used to sign all of your draft picks. To help with the bonus offers, Major League Baseball suggests a draft pick value for each pick. These slot values are determined by the round and pick number the prospect has come from. Your draft pick also uses their own bonus demand. Adjustments to their bonus will affect the motivation to sign with their team. If your draft pick doesn't accept the bonus before the signing deadline, you will lose them, and the slot value amount will then be assigned to another draft pick. Okay. So he's looking at 6.7 as his demand. The suggested value is around 6.5. So he's at 69% motivation. I'd say maybe let's meet him somewhere in the middle. Let's go 6.64. All right, there we go, baby. Morgan Ludwig signs with the Blue Jays. We get him in here. That's a huge win for us. I am definitely happy with that. Next, okay, so I do think we want to get Lantigua signed. Obviously, he's got a lot of upside. We seem to have him pretty high up on the draft ranking. Fuentes, the right fielder. I mean, obviously, Melton doesn't really hit a mass amount of potential, but we do see that we might be able to get that here out of Fuentes. 58%. Michael Melton as well. Obviously has some interest there, but not really a big name player. Okay, yeah, Clem. Okay, so I think Fuentes and Clem, just based on potential. And this is me maybe not knowing the way MLB works right now, so comment below if I'm missing something here. But I feel like these guys make the most amount of sense. So let's see if we can maybe offer a contract. So our bonus allotment right now, bonus demand for Antigua is 955. The suggested is 920. Maybe let's go 927. Beautiful. Okay. Lantigua signs. We take that all day long. Love that for us. 1.78 remaining. It looks like we should hopefully be able to get these 2 gentlemen signed. So we'll take a look here. Bonus allotment. So they say 643. He actually wants 548. Or 584, sorry. So this to me is a no-brainer. Just give the guy what he wants, considering he's asking for less. And we can't offer a contract yet to Clem. And then, I mean, I guess we could bring in Melton. He's a 5th-round pick. I mean, we do need bodies, obviously, as guys start to get older. So screw it. We'll sign him. Let's advance. We will finalize our 2-day signing plan. And let's take a look what we got going here. So that should be done. We did get Ludwig signed. I don't know now if we can officially see him in our roster. Can we confirm that? Ludwig, are you here? Looks like not yet. Ludwig. Yeah, probably not yet. Maybe at the end of the season, I guess, because these guys are probably obviously still playing in college. Let's pop another 2 days quickly here. We will sim through and we will see. Okay, beautiful. Let's stop here and let's go check out our draft picks. Let's see if we can get these 2 gentlemen taken care of. Okay, so we've still not been able to catch Clem interested to sign with us as of yet. The allotment is still at 1.21. So Melton, you know, let's get him signed. He's asking for 360. They're telling us 480. Leaves us with 845. More than enough to sign Clem if his interest comes into play. So he's only at 44. We're going to advance again. We're going to finalize our 2-day signing plan. And let us keep going through here to the Yankees. Sim through the date. Hopefully another couple wins. Beautiful. 57 and 44, guys. We're not looking too shabby here in year number 1. Okay, we're at 49% for Clem. So we're not there yet, but we are getting close. So let's give another 2 days. Let's hopefully we can hit that spot. Okay. There is some trade block players here of interest. So Shane McClanahan apparently is available. Rays are shopping right now. Who else is kicking here? Okay, Suzuki, Bregman. That'd be quite an ad for us. Altuve, wow. I mean, at 34, maybe not necessarily the biggest one I'd be looking for. However, Cutter Crawford seems to be doing well from Chef Tom's Red Sox here. That might be a bad option for us. Davis Fry, Jesus Luzardo. Wow. Jesus Luzardo is absolutely on fire right now. Fire. They're looking for a shortstop, left field, right field. We got Piamps, Vest, Castro, Sosa. So there's some decent names here. Tony Gonsolin, not looking great by any means. Soler, Jonah Heim, Anthony Bender, Stuart Fairchild. Okay, Castillo, Tyler Wells, Gregory Soto. So there's some names. I mean, obviously these guys aren't incredible. There's a couple top-end talents at the top. Like, McClanahan would be fantastic. He is on a contract year. He's making $3.6 million. Obviously, he's going to get paid. But, I mean, he does end up staff ace conversation, which to me, poses some interest. Suzuki at 17 mil, 250. I mean, that's kind of Santander range. The Bregman piece does have interest, but at 40 million, I don't really know if that is something we want to play ball in. I do love the idea of Cutter Crawford as well. Maybe there's a potential upgrade here to move on from a Bassett, get a little younger. He wasn't exactly having a great year. Okay, guys, give me a minute to take a look here to potentially get in some trades. I'll catch you guys in a second. All right, guys. So Cutter Crawford was a name that I felt like made sense. We're getting a little younger. We're bringing in somebody who's got some quality for longer term. So found a deal here, potentially. Cutter Crawford at $2.8 million. He's on a 1 year, I know. However, we're going to move out some salary with Chris Bassett. He's got, obviously, $21 million on the books. Christian Bethancourt and Riley Taroda. All guys are not necessarily going to play for us. Now, let's see if they are ready to make this deal. Boom. There we go. So we're adding Cutter Crawford. I think that helps out the top end of our rotation. Obviously, he steps in 28 years old. Just makes a lot more sense for us and a little bit more cap-friendly, if you will. So I do love this deal. I am really happy with this one. As I look at the Shane McClanahan one, I have to say the intrigue is next level. Absolutely next level. The problem that I'm having is likely the cost. I do also like the potential of a David Fry. Not a great fielder, but obviously he does have some power that we can add and does play multiple positions. Batting at 283, it is something that does pique a little bit of interest, I would say. Does he also play? Oh, he does play outfield. He does play outfield. Okay. Because I definitely was taking a look at George Springer, guys. As much as I love me a good Springer dinger these days, it is a very, very spicy meatball of a move to try and keep a guy who's his age. Obviously, he's playing right field right now, so not a major help to us, given he is on the downswing. But you know what? I don't want to overspend right now. I think I'm okay to leave this where it is. Let's go take a look. Okay, so Clems still doesn't feel like he's where he needs to be. So we will head forward another couple days here and see if we can get this sorted out. So let's sim through a couple days here. Boom, there's the Cutter Crawford information. Love to see it. We did give up a little bit, but what we got back I feel like was worth it. So 58 and 45, the team right now. Let's take a look to see if we can get this last draft pick. Boom. Okay, so Clem is interested. We're taking a look at the contract. We have 437 in allotment. He's asking for 408. Let's keep him happy. We're going to give him what he wants. Clem signs. Boom. That's a clean draft pick signed. Love that for us. And we are good to go. We will set to auto. There's no one else. Actually, I've not changed my mind. Finalize the 2-day plan. There is no one else for me to sign. So we are going to let these boys rip it through here. Let's sim through and keep rolling. Today's day, nope, we're not going to stop simulating because all of our guys are good to go. We're just going to let that rip through. Let that rip through. Okay, Astros are offering a trade. Let's take a look at this one. So Jeff Hoffman for Chas McCormick and Josh Hader. Wow. Okay. Now, Hader comes at a $19 million fee, which is, substantially above what we're making right now with Hoffman. Hader is a little bit younger, but Hoffman is higher. Hader has kind of dropped off a little bit here. So the deal is definitely not terrible, but the piece that I'm most interested in is what is Chas McCormick? He's a 76, 3.4, 29. I know he's an upside fielder, but I also know he's not a big hitter per se. I don't think this deal makes sense for us. I am going to skip on this deal right now. The boys are on a bit of a heater. We're 64 and 46. We actually lead the division. Let's go Blue Jays. Love what I'm seeing here from the boys. And I think let's just roll through, guys. I think the addition of Crawford, I do love what I saw there. Today's the trade deadline. Do we want to stop simulating for year one? No, man. No. We are not going to stop simulating. Let's roll through here. And let's see this team hopefully keep up. There we go. The wins are going. The wins are going. 70-49. Let's keep rolling here. We're going to keep simming through. Let's hope we see something big from the boys. So a little bit of a losing streak there, which I didn't exactly love. Let's see if we can pick it up here on the back end, though. No, we want to sim through the date. And let's see if these boys... Okay, so we need to fix... We have 25 players on the active roster. Okay, let's take a quick peek into that. I don't know why we have so many guys up. Okay, let's go up here. We'll check the roster. We don't want to take a look at that right now. 25 of 28 I'm seeing. So what is the problem? Oh, the 40-man has 26. Not a problem. 26, 12. Am I doing math here? 38 and 40. I see 40 on the 40-man. I see 25 of 28. I don't see an issue. Unless they want me to call up the guys, but I mean, I'm going to let my team do that. While we're here, let's take a quick peek at how the team is doing. So Bowden Francis, he's 9-9, 114 strikeouts, 38 walks, 2.57. Barrios at 2.9. He kind of turned it around. Cutter Crawford, absolutely killing it. What an addition that was. Gossman's looking good. You know, Rodriguez still not doing great. And I do not see... There's Scherzer. Okay, 7-2. I mean, he is in the majors. I don't know if he's maybe moved into a relief role. But don't love that. Looks like Manoa's doing pretty decent in the minors. You know, we might see maybe him take a pill and come back up. Garcia, Green, Burr, not doing too bad. Swanson, not doing too bad. Sandlin. Okay, so I like what I'm seeing out of the guys right now. I'm not overly worried about this. Looks like Hoffman is still doing his thing. Okay, Kirk did pick it up. Okay, his average has gone up pretty substantially. Heineman obviously is injured there for us. So we likely do need a better backup, you know, catcher when we take a look at it. Vladdy killing it, 34 jacks, 103 RBIs, 348 average. So looking pretty nice there. Jimenez, okay, 215. So the average has not come up, which I'm surprised because that really is his bread and butter. Will Wagner there at 231 looks not too shabby. Clement 240, Bo Bichette there 262. Okay, so Bo's picked it up. Santander 237, but he's got the 28 jacks. I would like to see that number come up, but look at Loperfido 278. Only 18 at bats, but you know, maybe he's pushing the boys in the right direction. Varsho kind of doing his thing. You know, 224 average is not ideally where I thought he'd be, but okay, you know, we'll make it work. Obviously, the team is winning, and that's what matters. The George is what kills me. George is that kills me. That 220 average is not there, and for what we pay him, that's going to be a big conversation for us here. So the boys sit right now top of the division by 9.5. So really see the AL East has just kind of fallen off here. Now, can this team perform in the playoffs? There's another question. Let's head back to the calendar here. We're going to start our sim again. All right, guys, like I said, we're going to get back into the sim here. These Blue Jays, I mean, guys, come on. 77.
What do you mean they're 77? These Blue Jays are 77 and 60?
Who the hell is that?
I'm gone for, like, I feel like one episode. And you start a team that's 77 and 60 with the current... I don't believe this. I don't believe this.
Guys, straight from work, Chef Tom rolls into the Discord and hops right in.
What better way, no? I gotta keep everyone on their toes. I want to make sure that people are tuning in through the whole video, Jeff.
Guys, hashtag dad years. What a surprise. Thank you, Chef Tom, for dropping in. This is our first MLB in 5 years, bro. 5 years.
Hey, you know what? There's been some stories. I'm sure there'll be stories to come. Like, I'm already looking at the Boston series. You know how I am. You know how I be.
Well, with that, Chef Tom, I don't know who you see who's starting for us in this next.
Yeah. How?
Yeah. We made a little tweaky.
Okay.
So we brought in Cutter Crawford. We sent out Bassett.
Little tweaky.
Okay. Little sneaky peeky tweaky. The Cutter Crawford came in. Bassett went out. A couple smaller names with that. Red Sox were shopping, man. Him and Bregman. I tried to get in on Bregman, but just what they were asking was too much. I was trying to get rid of Springer, see if I can make something happen, but it wasn't there. So I will say things have changed, Chef Tom, so work with me here as I'm learning. Everybody's watching with us, trying to figure this out as well. So we'll get rocking and rolling here. So this is year number 1. We still got 6 more seasons after this to bring these Blue Jays back to prominence.
Okay. I mean, 77-60 is pretty respectable if you're saying this is year 1.
Year 1, Chief, yeah. Year 1. And we did pretty good, I thought, in our draft as well. So we'll see those prospects after.
Okay. I mean, the Jays in real time are doing decent. I mean, they're definitely blowing my expectations out of the water right now.
Decent's probably the best way to put it. So let's hope that we can be decent here, and maybe we can start doing baseball really quickly and start killing it in under 7 seasons. I'd love that for us.
That's it.
All
Let's
right,
see where this goes.
let's sim it through, Chef. Let's see what we're working with. Okay, you have 25 players in the active. Okay, sure. Bring up whoever you need to. I was going to decide that. I don't care. Auto fix the roster. Do what you got to do. Let's get rolling here. All right, the boys.
Okay, 2-3 from the Yankees.
Now we're at 29. Okay, let's fix the rosters. That's probably Heineman coming off injury.
Ooh.
So, yeah, we've fallen off a little bit here. It looks like, so the Bisons finished over 500. It's not too shabby. Didn't make the postseason, so, understandable. I get it. Double A did, however. Love to see that.
Okay.
No, we are not going to stop simulating for the minors. So we've officially hit the Boston series. So Boston's 2 games under 500. 85 and 71.
Yeah.
So we're still 7 games over. So we are looking pretty decent. Postseason scheduled to start in 6 days.
What happened to our division here?
I have no idea, but if it helps us win, I am A-okay with it. All right, let's sim through here, Chef.
Yeah.
Oh my God, 11-1 shellacking. But you know what? We finished 87 and 75. Somehow that is enough to make the playoffs these days. That's pretty sad.
That blows my mind for the AL East because usually it's a 90 or nothing.
Yeah, it's pretty spectacular, I will say. But you know what? Hey,
Jeez, even swept by Tampa at the end. But hey,
year 1, we're in the playoffs. What do you know? Let's take a look at the stats.
how you like me now? How you like me now?
We're stats guys. We do that now. So looks like Seattle and Minnesota are going to take the leads here
Texas,
for the AL side. Detroit,
okay.
Cleveland, Toronto, Texas. We're the ones going to be battling it out for the wild card spots. On the other side, we got the Mets, Arizona, the Cubs, and the Phillies. And the Dodgers and Atlanta are winning to see who wins there. Not too shabby. Yeah, we saw the standings. We're definitely not worried about that. Let's take a look at the stats. Yeah, see the player stats. So, leading our team in runs scored, Vladdy, 85. Tied with Jimenez, 85. Not too shabs. Hits, Vladdy led the way. Bowen second. Santander there in third. Home runs. So, Vladdy got up to 37. He had a bit of a slow start. He definitely picked it up.
I wish.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
Real-time Vlad. We'll be lucky to get 25 out of real-time Vlad right now.
Oh, come on now. He's a $500 million player. Come on, give him a break. Santander did add 35. Definitely didn't bring the average around, though, at 250. But, okay, I guess we'll take it with a 91 ribeyes. Vlad was at 114. Bo Bichette, he had 22 jacks, 84 with 14 stolen, 258 average. Varsho, 15, 222 average. I mean, again, he is that defensive stalwart that we need out in center field. So, you kind of deal with it. Clement, 14 with 14 stolen bases, 235. Kirk got up to 283. We'll take that.
Yeah, Kirk's always been a offensive first catcher, so not surprised.
Yep. And then we got Bill here at 225, 9 and 40, 5. Luke's 259, 9 homers, 27 RBIs.
Can't be behind Luke's.
Jimenez kills me. He's an average hitter. 219 just doesn't make sense. 35 stolen bases, though, and an upside fielder. Yeah, Springer Dinger fell off a cliff.
He was barely playing. 77 games.
Yeah.
Either injured or just age just caught up.
Probably platooning. Didn't make a ton of sense. So Barger there, 195. Schneider, 156. Heineman, 162. Looks like they called up Jonathan Klaas, or Classe, however you want to pronounce it. Look at the pitcher side. So Gossman, 15 and 8, 3.27 ERA, 142 strikeouts. Cutter Crawford, 13 and 8, 129 Ks, 304. Barrios, 12 and 11, 131 strikeouts, 305. Bowden Francis, 10 and 11. So he fell off. He was leading the team, but he kept his ERA down, 135 Ks.
His ERA looks great.
Looks like Yimi came in at 10 and 7 with a save, 315.
I thought they brought him back.
They did, yeah. He's one of our better relievers
Green's
as well.
first season, yeah.
Green's first year, 181, 7 and 2. Rodriguez, 5 and 11, 438. Jeff Hoffman, 322, 49 saves.
ERA is a little high for a closer, but my God, 49 saves.
I mean, 60 strikeouts over 67 innings, 49 saves. I mean, yeah, not too shabs. So Burr was pretty good. Swanson, okay.
Swanson gave us 100 innings as a reliever. That's huge.
With a 281 ERA.
281.
90 strikeouts. Yeah.
Okay.
Love that.
I see you, Swanson. I see you. Oh, they call up loss, dude. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I have to say, I'm pretty surprised. I don't know where Scherzer went. Maybe they sent him down?
Well, I was going to say, we're facing Texas.
Where did he go?
This ain't Texas.
Take a look. Did Scherzer get sent down? I'm guessing he did. Okay, so Tiedemann did pick up a little bit. He got up to a 70. Definitely love that. Manoah did have a pretty good season from what we saw last time we checked.
Oh my God, he's 69.
Yeah, Scherzer dropped back. Yeah. So they sent him down.
Even Mako, they're not giving much respect for it.
I mean, Scherzer was 7-2 at one point. But, okay.
In 13 games, yeah. Okay.
Not too shabs, but they sent him down. It's okay. You know, computer's doing what computer does. We got the 3-game series here, Chef. Let's not waste any time. Let's get right into it. So,
this is what I love about baseball is that the first round is a best of 3 banger.
Quick banger.
So you got to come out the gate. Because if you don't,
it's over.
That's like you're back against the wall. So let's see what's happening here.
Okay, game number 1.
Okay.
It's a Jays win. Can we make it nice and clean? Ooh, game 3. Okay, here we go.
Come on, Connor.
Game 3.
Come on,
let's go, boys.
Son of a bitch. Yes, sir.
Let's go, boys.
Yes.
Jays are moving on. Okay, we got Minnesota.
Mini, I'm sorry for all our mini fans out there. Fake news. Fake news, organization.
Okay, a 3-2 loss in game 1, but it was a close one. Very, very close. Pretty good game from both starters. Okay, let's get going here, boys. Let's pick it back up. Okay. Down 2-0.
Okay, you know what? It was the road. You know, we want that Sky Dome. I don't know if it's not the Sky Dome anymore, but I want the OG Sky Dome vibe happening here. Come on, Jose.
Here we go. Bailey Ober against Jose Barrios. And it is over.
God damn it.
Swept in round 2.
Offense just dried the F up.
Yeah, it did. Okay, let's rip to the postseason here. The Dodgers beat the Mariners in the World Series. Okay, so
Dodgers are going to go on like an 8 repeat cycle right now.
The hunt for October was not unfortunately with us, but it looks like we need to sign our manager, our first base coach, and our third base coach. Yeah, we have some guys we need to probably talk some contracts with, tender some qualifying offers. Any retirees for us? This is actually a really good question.
Scherzer better be retired. Well, he's free anyway. Oh, there goes Pilar, former Jet.
Okay, yeah, Scherzer did not retire.
Unless he's...
Or free agent market. Yeah, no, we got some names there, but none seem to be Blue Jays. So that definitely has some interest. No players inducted. Okay. We're going to pass through that. Okay, so we do need to review our staff. Let's take a look. Manager. Okay. Do we want to bring our manager back? Where'd he go?
I'm like, have they updated this as actual...
So we did have John Schneider, but apparently he's not here.
Yeah, see, I feel like the rights of this... Oh, okay, that's because you were hitting coaches. You weren't at... Go back. You were on hitting coaches there.
I know, but I went to manager here. Hire, fire, coach. The initial guys we looked at. And unfortunately...
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
John Schneider was not there. Okay, well, that's fine. Let's take a peek to what else we can find then. Okay.
Well, what's the rule? We just don't want negatives, right?
Exactly. That's usually the run through. You don't want to bring any negatives here. So, staff salary 2.13, projected surplus of 117. Available budget looks to be. So, Jeff, you can probably see it because I'm looking at OBS. What's our available budget?
Our available budget is $122.61 million.
Okay. So we thinking maybe Vaccaro here, durability, blocking, power, and stamina. I do like what I see from Vaccaro.
Again.
Okay, so he wants about $4.5 million a year, which, I mean, if you're looking for top-end coaches, that's probably in the ballpark.
Oh, isn't our... Max off. Okay, yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Wanna go?
Sure.
Okay, Vaccaro. We're going to get in on this. We'd like to try and bring him in. Looks like we also need... Oh, we have quite a few things to work on here. Okay, so we need our first base coach. Jason Hendrickson. Looks phenomenal. Love what I'm seeing there. Speed, arm accuracy, stealing, and fielding. All right, Jason. Let's bring him in. $980 a year. Sure.
Okay, that's more. It's more I like.
Let's make it 3/3. Boom, done. Come on over, baby. And third base coach. Oh, you knew it. You knew it. Andres Novoa. He looks pretty solid. +1 fielding, durability, arm accuracy, speed. Let's go, my guy. Okay.
1.1.
So right around what we asked the other guy for. That's fine. Here, we'll spruce it up a little bit. Boom. Hopefully that does it for us.
Interesting to me that the third base coach is paid more than the first base. Anyway.
I mean, these days, the hot corner is the hot corner, I guess. Okay, let's see who we need to sign here, Chef. This is where stuff's going to get big. You have an opportunity to negotiate new contracts with veteran players on your team exclusively.
Oh, this is yours.
Okay.
This is your fun. This is your fun times.
Sometimes you'll face the
This is
possibility
where
of
you tell people
losing
where
these
to go.
players to free agency. If you wish to seek compensation for lost veterans, you can have the option of sending a 1-year qualifying offer as protection. 1-year qualifying offer is the average salary of the top 125 in the league. If a player accepts a qualifying offer, you must pay them the average salary next season. If a player rejects and signs the new team, you receive draft picks. Okay, so the compensation. So ultimately, we do have some guys here that we need to get signed, right? So Bo Bichette is a no-brainer. He did get up to 82. He was like a high 70, mid to high 70 when the season started. And I think, if I remember correctly, he did end up, 258 is not a great average for him. That's definitely lower. But, I mean, 22 home runs, 84 RBI, and his fielding has come up.
Here.
Yeah, right? So I think this one makes sense for us. It's a no-brainer. Let's try and get him signed here officially. $18 million a year for a star shortstop does not make sense for me. So, Chef, what are you thinking? Do we give him the 90 over 5?
He's interested. Can we shave?
Let's see. We want to keep him in the green. Something like that. 17.1.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't sound like much, like 900,000, but that can go elsewhere.
Hey, we need to spread some love here, guys. We got to make a champion happen. I think this is a pretty good offer. Let's see if Bo has some interest. Okay, so Chad Green, I mean, he did pretty solid for us last year.
He was lights out.
Cannot complain. 1.1 ERA.
No, he was lights
74 innings. Yeah, 7.2 with a save. 23 holds. 57 Ks. Yeah, this to me just makes sense. Let's see if we can get him.
Yeah, that was a great setup.
Oh my God. At 2.7, that's a no-brainer. So let's see if we can add in the years.
Oh, he's loving it. He's loving the 2 years.
Hoping we can keep that. Let's see if we can bring the term down. Yeah.
2 and 2?
Per year.
Okay.
I like that.
Okay.
I like that. Baseball guys, you can go older. That is just how it works, right? You can go older.
As long as the arm doesn't blow out, we're good.
Bingo.
We're good.
Swanson was lights out. Lights out for us. So this, again, another one here for me that just makes sense. Let's see if we can get that second year. See if we can bring this down. I'd say 2 for a year. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, let's give it to him.
I mean, he is our dependent lefty, yeah, so.
Boom. Swanson. Okay, so Amir Garrett, we did have him in the minors. So how did he do last year? So obviously no numbers because it was AA. I mean, he's a 70. He's 33. I mean, I don't know if it makes a ton of sense. But I guess he is a 70. He might be better than what we have. But he's more of a setup guy, realistically, because they have him as a closer right now.
Yeah.
Great break. Hits per 9 isn't too bad. Velocity's decent.
I mean, his stamina's not there to be stretched. If anything, he's a situational lefty, if need be, for us at this point as well.
Yeah, do you see it, Chef, or do you think we could probably let him walk? Because, I mean, Scherzer to me as well.
Well, how much is... Yeah, Scherzer's a walk. Yeah. He regrets. He's still regressing.
It can't be
it's unfortunate. Okay, 7 and 2. Amir, how much is he asking?
$780K.
Yeah, you take that all day. I wouldn't give him 4 years, but you take that all day.
I mean, the less years, the worse it is for him. Okay, so if we said... Yeah, I don't want the term. We do 2? Yeah, so the money's going to end up playing a big factor here. Let's see if we can get him at 1 year, 780.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm fine to give him just the 1 year.
Yeah, let's see if we can do that. I think Scherzer, obviously, we're okay to let walk. Apparently, that's all we're looking into. So those are the big ones. Definitely okay with that. So, like, there's a lot of interest in the new stuff here. You see there's, like, rebranding of the team, new logos, new uniforms. I'll say that's pretty interesting. Okay.
So instead of going to Toronto Jays, we can now be the Toronto Blue Jays. Or no. Remember for a hot minute we were the Toronto Jays with the Blue Jays?
Yeah, there was all those weird changes they were trying to do. It just didn't make a ton of sense.
That was like the BJ Ryan era.
Yeah, BJ
Ryan. Where the logo was just like that, like Arizona Cardinal J.
Oh, Jason Hendrick went to the Rangers. Sense. Really? That kick in the balls after we lost in the playoffs? Come on,
well, man. We beat them in the playoffs, so.
Did we beat the Rangers?
We beat the Rangers. We lost to Minnesota.
Right. Yes, you're right. Okay. Yep, I stand corrected. Okay, so that was
I got you. This is why it's a two-man operation here.
Every time. Was that the third base or the second base?
That was the third base, I believe.
Yeah, no, that was first base. Oh, no. Yeah, because there's Novoa. Okay, so then we are looking for first base. Okay, McCain, reaction stealing. I like it.
What's third one called?
Franco, arm strength's going down, though. Also, Ruiz here, blocking, speed, stealing, and fielding. Those are not bad at all.
Oh, can we get the Hammer? Can we get Jeff Hammer? Jeff Hammer.
Durability
God.
going down, Chef. Come on. You know how we do things here.
I know, but you're the Jeff, and you just Hammer. It just made sense. Jeff Hammer.
No.
I
If
feel like
he had pluses, I'd be all in. Okay, I like Andre Ruiz. I think he hits a lot of the stuff that we typically like. So let's make sure he does it. Yeah, you know what? No, I'm gonna give you exactly what you want. You come here. You come to Toronto. That's where you want to be. Okay. Wow, Bruins acquired Terang. Okay, for Bailey Ober and Brady Brandt. A pretty decent deal. Pretty decent deal. Okay.
I always like that they have a stopping notification for this stuff. That's one thing I always enjoyed about baseball.
Okay, so we still have our offers in here. We're hoping these guys can get locked down and good to go. Okay, let's rip through. Today's the day to offer contracts to free agents. Yes, I would like to stop simulating. This is huge. Okay, so did any of our guys sign? Oh, we have salary arbitration opportunities kicking here as well. Some tendering some contracts. Okay. So, Dalton Varsho. I definitely think we want to get him signed. I mean, obviously, he's got that upside fielding, 99 out there. But he wants 19 million. Is he out of his mind?
I mean, technically, he's better than... that's what we offered. Well, we talked him down to 17. And that's what we offered Bichette. And Marshall technically is a better player overall. Older, but better.
Yeah, 29, though. It's definitely a little bit of a spot here of trying to figure out what the amount to offer him is. I mean, would we go 18 for him over 6?
I mean, we can, and then just gauge his trade offer or trade value.
Yeah, okay. We'll let it go. Let's jump in here. So Cutter needs to be
Cutter's
signed.
A must.
No questions asked.
Yeah.
What's he looking for? 16.7. Okay. We got some schedule here to spend. He's an 80 overall. At 5
just
years.
Growing.
Yeah, I feel like we might be able to. Okay, doesn't want the 6 year. Actually, he wants to go less. Yeah, because he wants to stay.
Give him like a 3.
He wants to stay within his arbitration. So, what can we bring him down to that he would keep his interest level at?
13, 12.5.
Yeah, I can stomach a 12.5. Okay,
yeah,
let's
for
see if we can get Cutter
3-4.
going there. Clement. Okay, so Clement, come on, you got to be on the younger side. I'm assuming you're not trying to kill us here. Okay,
29, 4.7, rotational piece.
So to keep him in the arbitration again, 235 average. I mean, again, it's the fielding that really is the biggest piece for him at third base there. Oh, yeah.
And his diversity.
Yeah.
So.
And he's willing to take less if we go less here. At 2 years to bring him to 31, I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, it will kind of be a make or break if people on the pipeline can come up.
So Burr, don't really know what to do with Burr here. 3.7 million. There must be some Toros in the atmosphere.
There it is.
Nice. Yep, that's right, guys. Don't be surprised when you hear the MMC busting out some old school. 2.9, I guess. Yeah, he was 4-2, 3.47. I mean, it's serviceable. Let's see if we can get him a go. Okay, Manoah. So Manoah definitely is an interesting one as well.
I just want him to do well.
Okay, so at 28, I mean, so years don't really matter to him because he basically is a minors player. At 780,000 a year, I say we give him the 3 years. We'll bring him to 31. 746.
Oh, yes, that's at that point.
Yeah, boom, done. Sandlin, how did he do when we brought him up? 3.76. I mean, not awful.
No, he was one of the lead, the big acquisitions this offseason for the real-time Jays. So
he was.
I don't know much about him yet, to be honest. So I can't really speak to the matter.
Again,
but if you look at the stat line,
a lot of these guys are on the older end though, which is a little problematic. So I mean, I kind of don't want to overspend. Like a 1.3, sure, we'll bring him back. Obviously, he didn't hurt us anyway. Heineman is old. I mean, obviously, he is an upside defensive catcher, but at 162, I mean, I'm not paying the guy, right? Call a spade a spade. Contract tendering. Okay, so who needs to get signed here? Sweet Mary, Mother of God. Okay, so Bowden Francis. Okay, wait, what's this? Bowden Francis not have enough MLB service time to be eligible for salary arbitration. Therefore, he may renew their contract at any price greater than 80% of their salary from last season, but no lower than the MLB minimum. No, I mean, I want to get him signed. I think Bowden, to me, ooh, wow. Ooh,
He's only 29, eh?
yeah, that
Ooh.
is spicy. Okay, would he play ball and taking a lot less? Okay, so he's willing to be reasonable. Yeah, and the less years we give him, the less he's willing to take, which to me makes sense because he is 29. He obviously didn't have a phenomenal year last year. I could probably stomach.
I mean, he was our best. He was our best overall ERA guy, which is great.
Okay, so he would go a 1 year 780, I think. Oh, what the hell just happened? Okay, here we'll give 1 year 800,000. That should be pretty solid. I think we'll take that. Let's see what he can do again. I think can you do it again is my question mark. Now, Barger does have some particulars that I think, some assets here. A little bit of power, I guess you could say, but definitely kind of the fielding and arm strength again. So I think,
yeah,
I don't know if it's a deal that makes sense for us. Like, he was 195, but he's 26.
Ooh.
Like, is it kind of early to jump off?
I would rather jump off Schneider than Barger, personally.
Well, let's take a look. What's he going to look for cost-wise? It looks like his ideal salary is $800K, and that I'm all in. Yeah, 780 for 2 years. Barger, let's go. Davis Schneider. So again, definitely more of a fielder. 156 average.
He's blown away because he had a hot cup of coffee with the Jays when he first came up.
Yeah, he played quite well for us. Quite well, but it just doesn't seem like things are turning around. I mean, I don't know. What are we having another conversation of the same type of deal here? Because obviously we have to fill out the roster, and this is where baseball's seasons can get quite extended. So I'm kind of curious to see, is he willing to take? Okay, so we might. Okay, so he does want to be in that range, which I don't personally feel like is worth it. I'd be okay to give him the 1 year. Let's hammer that in there. Tiedemann, obviously this is a major, major signing for us. We're talking about basically our best pitching prospect. So it's a 1 year,
yeah,
80K sign. Come on back. Jake Bloss, what are we doing here? Okay, so
a huge acquisition.
Yeah, 2 years, 780. Let's make it happen. Nathan Lukes. So Lukes actually was our better player in right field, at least offensively. I think his numbers came down slightly, but he almost batted 260. So unfortunately,
that's better than Springer.
Springer Dinger is a little problematic. Obviously, Lukes is on the
other
side
to
as
move
well.
Up from that contract, man.
Yeah, 780. That makes sense. Class. Yeah, these are the contracts I love to see, guys. Let's make it simple. Let's bring the right guys back. Junger, we need bodies. We need bodies. Yep, easy peasy. Wagner, what are we looking at for you, my guy? Okay, so Wagner's interesting because he's 27. He's got decent fielding and decent contact against righties. So,
I'm getting the game mixed from reality. Because reality, I love what he brings.
I'm a big Wagner guy. Loved when he came up. Martinez here as well. Is this something? Yeah, 800,000, 780. Okay, we can get bare minimum, get him in. I have no idea who some of these guys are. This is where I wish you could take care of some deals and others just let the computer deal with the rest.
Well, Baroa is another one of our hot prospects in the minors.
Yeah,
and
we've learned this
Trey
game
here
doesn't
is actually
care about,
our second best prospect in all of baseball right now.
The game doesn't care about any of our guys. That we've learned very quickly. Apparently,
isn't that the Toronto curse?
Yeah,
That's just the Toronto curse. You know?
They do seemingly love to chirp all of our shit. Okay, we'll bring Bastardo. Okay, so Nance wants some term. I don't know. You're 34 years old. Why would I want to pay you this much? Oh, it's because he throws 95? So how is his velocity 96, but he tops out as a 95? But I guess hypothetically, he doesn't throw a fastball.
Well, I mean, sinker, yeah.
I mean, I don't think we need to bring this back.
I would agree with the 34.
Yeah, let's get some of these young guys get their opportunities. Let's keep rolling forward here. So Brandon Little.
I love how we chirp 34 when we are older than 34.
Hey. We're not talking about
Did I just disclose something I'm not supposed to disclose?
We're not talking. What do you mean? We're openly 36 years old here, guys, this year. The dad years. Mako, yeah, let's get him signed. Gallardo. Man, this is that one pain about this part of MLB, is there's so many people to go through. And considering all of them almost get 1 years every time. Ugh.
You just spit and regurgitate it next year.
Yeah, this might be one, guys, after we sign the big guys for next year's. We might do this off camera. I think that's what we'll do from years here forward. Okay, Loperfido.
And these are all the guys that came over from Kikuchi trade.
Excuse
Kikuchi? Is that the name?
Yes. And you know what? I'm a big Loperfido guy. I think 3 years for me, I'm in. Van Eyck.
Yeah, but if I'm wrong, is he not in AAA? He's not even with the Jays right now, right?
He's
not in the
not,
show.
no. But he had a good cup of coffee last year. Stefanik. Sure, we're going to bring all these guys back. Yeah, guys, you are definitely not going to have to watch this again. We are not doing this on camera for the next year. Just calling it out now. Brule. I mean, sure. Yeah, on a 1 year. He's got B potential. It doesn't make a ton of sense to me, but I mean, I guess it's fine. We'll take it.
Hey, Ali.
Laufenstein, obviously another big name for the Jays.
Do you remember Pisa prospect that we traded and just ended up re-signing when he wasn't offered?
Almajani, we got the WAP. Jack. Desan Brown. The prospect. Rainier Nunez.
Desan Brown is like the forever Dalton Pompey.
Yep.
I feel like we always just have Cutter Coffee, former Red Sox.
Here we go. Oh my God, guys. Yeah, we're definitely not doing this on camera again. So enjoy this run through now, because it'll be the first and last time.
I'm just looking at that scroll tab. We're about a third of the way still to go here, Jeff.
Yeah, I feel like I could take a nap. This is why I guess they say let the GMs do the contracts. But come on, I mean, you want to be involved in some of these deals, because I don't want our GM just giving out money to anybody. You've seen some of the ways, guys, that we've kind of worked around some of these contracts. You got to be smart about how much you offer. Extend out some term. You got to do some stuff to play ball here. You want to save some money as much as you can.
We just got to massage a couple of things.
Pardinho.
I kind of wish, like, as you're saying, though, it should be, like, anything AAA, AA, ball should just be re-signed unless, you know, opt not to.
I mean, it would make
and
the
then
most
you
amount of
make the
sense.
call for, like, MLB for the actual show. You're making the call, the hard calls.
Yeah, so
But otherwise,
anybody
like,
from
anyone else
MLB
should
The
be
Show
automatic.
who works on the game, please heed these little tweaks from the MMC boys. Boom. There we go. Okay. So those are in. Okay, now we hit free agency. So this, Chef, is how things worked out when it came to the draft picks as well. So you have to take your priority players and you pop them into here. And that allows them to have motivation about signing with your team.
Okay.
So
Interesting. Tucker did not sign with the Cubs.
So Kyle Tucker is here. Obviously, 43 home runs, 294 average. Like, this to me is a natural George Springer replacement. And don't mind if I sip at my tea here, guys, with my Super Dad mug.
He is going to be an arm and a leg to try to pick. Because he's right.
I mean, he's an absolute beauty. Gold Glover. I mean, this immediately makes our team better. I do love what I see from Helsley here, but obviously we don't need the closer side. Some starters, like a Framber, would be phenomenal. $30 million price tag, though. Dylan Cease, Michael King, another stud. Zach Gallen, Zach Eflin.
Gallen, I can get behind.
Ranger Suarez, Devin Williams.
Oh, Devin Williams is not the whole.
The top 150, there is... So Matt Strom, not too shabby. Well, why are you here? I guess he didn't take our deals. Hey, Mr. Bo? Okay, so... Okay, we're right in this. Apparently I can't go back. Okay, so can we go by position? Can I do that? Yes, okay. So look at the starting pitching position. I definitely feel like we probably could bring somebody in. The challenge that I find now, Chef, is we got to talk money. We got to talk money.
Well, especially if money's not allocated for Bichette right now.
Yes.
And budget I'm seeing is $63 million.
So do we? I think we need to go back to Bichette. That's the biggest one. I mean, at his age, everything about it just makes sense.
Yeah, and he's only asking 18. Assuming budget is.
Okay. So Bo is only 17% motivated to sign with us.
Thanks, Bo.
So it has me curious if it even makes sense.
We have no one else to play shortstop.
Well,
The next guy in line.
We take a look. There's Willie Castro, also 28. He's a switch hitter. He's a better fielder than Bo. Plays everywhere. 277 average last year. Asking for 14. There's also Garrett Hampson. He is 31, though, so it doesn't make a ton of sense. I mean, Castro could be a good secondary option. Marcell Ozuna is also available, definitely on the older side, of course. Schwarber's there. Definitely adds some power. I mean, Ozuna definitely does. Lane Thomas is kicking around there in center field. Cedric Mullins is an absolute. I feel like if we are going to make a big splash in the outfield, we have to look into Tucker legitimately. It just makes so much sense.
Second base. Okay, we go.
So there's also Gleyber Torres and also Rengifo. Who he does play short. Okay, but not a great fielder, though. And I mean, neither is Torres. Jorge Mateo. Josh Naylor.
Josh Naylor, that guy smashes.
It's a Saga boy.
We don't need a first baseman. We don't need a first baseman.
He also plays right field.
Canadian. He's a lefty. He's gonna be half the price of Tucker.
Not as good of a fielder as Tucker, but I mean, yes, we definitely could look to that as something that makes sense.
We do need a backup catcher. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, which I think, even someone like a Caratini, yeah, decent fielder. That's kind of what we're looking for, really. Okay. So, chef, we need to roll this in here. Are we willing to move on from Bo Bichette? This is like the big Toronto talk about always trying to figure out getting out of the core, guys.
I feel like this is the current hot topic in real life, too.
Because honestly, I do not mind Willie Castro at all.
I mean, no. It's worth it. I mean, it's $4 million difference for 4 points overall. He's a switch hitter. He can play anywhere on the diamond versus Bichette doesn't. You got a fielder.
Fielder 72, arm 78. And what is Bo?
Bichette, I'm sure his arm is better.
No, he's not. 72 and 73.
Wow.
So, do we move out Bo and use our number one spot for somebody else?
Okay. This is big. Big.
Sometimes when you want to make things happen, you got to make big decisions, and that's what they bring in the chef and the Jeff for. Let's call a spade here. So, getting into our big focus items here. So, number one, I think we have to replace, obviously, the shortstop position. Oh, Moncada. How this guy just never panned out is ridiculous to me.
I know.
So, Castro. So, I think I'd be okay to move Castro to priority 2, I want to say. Right? I don't see a ton
then what are you thinking?
Because, I mean, are we going to go for the big fish? That is the question.
Wow, I mean, that's what you're proposing. You're not going for the chef, and you got to get the offense somewhere, and it either is Naylor or Tucker.
Because there's also Osuna out there. Guy can hit with the best of them. 306 average, 43 jacks. It adds some power that I would say this team is definitely missing.
So do you want to add another right-handed bat? That's the thing.
Fair enough. Okay, so you're feeling Naylor is the move.
Naylor or Tucker? Tucker, I believe, was a righty as well. I remember.
Left-handed bat. But like you're saying, he is $34 million. But he wants 8 years. He's 29. That'll take him to his 37 years.
He's 95 overall. That's why.
So he's a beast. He's top-end talent through and through. This is a franchise-changing move.
And who do you have in right field now? Barsha?
Springer.
Springer's right field. Okay.
So is it Tucker? Is that the play?
That's more than half of our allocated budget.
Okay, so then you're thinking we cut it and we go Naylor and play him in right field.
I feel like that's the more sensible. The guy still slaps. The guy's got a bat. And he reps Canada.
So then let's do it. We're going to give him a buzz.
I mean, yeah.
We'll try and get Naylor in there.
Yeah, that's 15 million over 34. I mean, that's, yeah.
So then I argue we have to spend money on a pitcher then.
Well, I like Gallen. I like King. Although King, again,
26, 28. I mean, it's going to cost. There's no questions asked. It's going to cost us some scratch. So ERA leaders, I mean,
Suarez as well.
Valdez, you're looking at King. You know, as we start going down, the guys above obviously had much better numbers. Cavalli, I mean, he's 30. He's only an 80. And I mean, we want top-end talent. That's essentially what we're looking for. Okay? Oh, Kershaw. So I'm personally feeling like it's got to be from this conversation with these guys.
Well, I mean, Cease is a beast. I could go any. I would say Cease or Gallen would be my two go through personally.
Or Gallen. Okay.
Yeah.
I think
that would be my
like
pitch.
Gallen. I could get behind some Gallen.
Okay. I mean, a 3 ERA was great.
Okay.
For a starter.
And then
priority 3, you got to put on shortstop. You got to put up.
Yeah, we are going to go Castro.
Castro.
All right, so there is money to spend here. Money to spend.
It's very interesting dynamic. Well, can't do better than
Okay. We shall see what comes of that. We tendered some contracts. Select the 40-man. Oh, best players you could lose in the Rule 5 draft. Yeah, definitely don't want to lose some of those guys. So sorry, guys. We are, again, learning some of this as we go along. But who did I see there's potential up for loss? Manoah, Van Eek,
Tiedemann,
Brule, Kloffenstein. Yeah, I mean, Tiedemann, Brule, and Kloffenstein. There is no chance we can lose those guys. So we definitely need to make some changes here. So Tiedemann adds the 40-man. Oh, there's our first-round pick, Morgan Ludwig. 21.
Sure. Okay.
I mean, it looked like his potential could get upwards, I think, anywhere of a high 90, mid-90. The potential.
That's the thing with baseball. The draft takes time.
Oh, that's our third-round pick.
Okay.
Yep. Love that. Okay, so Kloffenstein, we don't want to lose him. We're going to add him. And then, what was the third one of note? Brule. I guess we have to save Brule. I mean, he's still got beat potential. Okay. Don't want to lose him to Rule 5.
40 of the 40.
Okay. So, them a day or two. Andre Ruiz.
Okay. We got first base coach.
Okay. 40-man, dim to free agency. Oh, yeah, so this is still locked. So not much else we can do there.
Go to offer salary arbitration.
We offered these guys contracts. What are we talking about here? Oh, yeah, Nance we let go. Those guys all have contracts. I'm calling bullshit. We offered all these guys deals too. So we'll let them do their thing. Let's sim through again here. Okay, we got our third base coach, and we got our new manager.
Okay.
So today's a offer contracts to free agents. Let's stop somebody. Yes, I would. Free agency. Okay. So Willie Castro is motivated to sign. We're getting up there with Gallen, and Naylor's getting up there as well. So he is over 50 or 50%, so we can offer him a deal. So Adjustments to the contract can increase or decrease the motivation. Interesting.
more years.
Okay, so he wants 5 years, 14.8. Will he take 14.65? It didn't come down. Let's play ball. Send. First competitive offer to the top 25 free agent. Okay, okay. I don't know where... Well, we did increase to 62 now. So we did make an offer. That is pretty great. Interesting. Okay, the new layout is quite good, guys. I will say, I'm quite impressed with how much they've changed. Quite impressed. Now, we can't do anything for Naylor. We can't do anything for Gallon, so we have to lock it in and keep moving along. Everybody here, we've offered contracts. I don't want to hear shit from nobody. Okay. We will keep simming through. So there you go. Halsey signs.
Okay.
Michael King signed.
King to the Padres. Okay.
Now or never.
Now or never.
Last chance. Okay. He's rumored to be close to signing with these teams. You can send a last-minute contract offer to consider before they make their final decision. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool.
That is cool. Okay. Be up to years. Make it 6. Oh, I only bumped this 1%.
I mean, he's what? 28?
28. Yeah.
So what if we give a little sprucey? Maybe like to 67?
Okay. 5%. Yeah. Oh, this is cool.
Come on.
That's cool.
Come on, Willie.
Is this our first? Is this pop the cherry?
Pen to paper? Wow. Hey!
We got one.
We got the
Wow,
trophy,
that,
too.
I would do the pop the cherry sound, but I can't do it. But the thought is there. So if you guys can imagine that. I'm excited. We have our first boy signed.
That's a pretty big one, man. That is a pretty big one. Okay, tender contracts. These should be... Yeah, we offered Kloppenstein, so we should be good to go there. Yeah, this is going to be a tough one to get 7 seasons done in a single sitting with this one, eh? Oh, my lord.
I feel like it might have to be it.
Valdez. Okay.
I feel like we might have to negotiate these 7 years. There's no way 7 years is going to be one video. The offseason alone is one video.
Yeah, no kidding. It feels like it, eh? Okay, so
Jeez.
Gallon's not there yet either. Naylor's not there yet either. So, is there anybody
They're
else
really not liking us.
we want to kick tires on? There was maybe some relievers. Like, do we bring in a Strom? But the $8 million, though, I don't know if we can really afford it. Emilio Pagan looked pretty good.
Yeah, he's a classic.
1.99
Oh,
ERA last year.
Jeff, do we bring in Carl Edwards for old times?
Dude, I mean, he was lights out last year. Not a bad
Oh, even
choice.
Leclerc is also pretty solid back in the day.
4.56, though. Wow. Look at Kittredge. 1.78 ERA. 85 strikeouts to 25 walks. Absolutely insane. The only problem is the cash. That's where we're a bit of a spicy meatball here. Because, I mean, these guys we're looking into signing are no jokes.
Oh, Shelby.
Do we bring back Ryan Baruchi?
Oh, Baruchi. Oh, man.
Oh, Chad Green's out here. And Swanson.
Yeah, Swanson.
Who the hell's playing for our team right now?
Okay.
Did nobody sign?
Apparently.
Guys, what the F? We need all these guys back. Yeah, come sign with us, you dork. Yeah, we don't have a choice. We need relievers. Come on, Greeny, let's go. We got to go back and grab other boy, too. Would you like to stop saying that? No, I would not. Okay, Munoz. Wow, okay. We got some flips there. Devin Williams.
Okay,
Massive salary arb. We're not going to stop. Brewers are offering a trade. What are we doing? Michael Melton, who I believe we just drafted. I think that's our rookie. Yeah, Michael Melton.
5th rounder.
Rookie we just got for Brian Hudson, relief pitcher.
So they're trying to. Okay. He's 28 years old. He's a lefty.
2.31.
In theory, that replaces Swanson.
Yeah, he's looking pretty good. Pretty good.
That's a pretty fair trade. I'm not gonna be upset by this.
And Melton's got power, but I mean, he's 22. He's going to take some time. He's only a C-rated prospect. You know what, Jeff? I'm in.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
I'm in.
Thank you, Brewers. All right. We still can't do anything else in free agency right now. We are waiting for the update.
Oh God.
My good Lord. All right, contract decision. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Attaboy. All right, Chad Green comes home. You love to see that. Okay, we still can't get into free agency yet. Yes, we're going to stop free agency. All right, so Gallen still hasn't turned the corner yet. Naylor still hasn't turned the corner yet. I mean, there's still some guys kicking here. Tucker is still there. Oh my God, Varsho didn't sign either.
Oh, shit.
Neither did Cutter Crawford. What the hell is going on? Oh my God. Okay, Cutter Crawford, please come home.
Please come home.
Yeah.
Please come home.
We said we were going to sign
Come
you.
home.
Okay, come home, please. Come home, Cutter.
You come home now.
What the hell is going on? Why does nobody want to come home? Apparently, we didn't sign anybody. We have no players on this roster right now. Contract decision incoming. Is that Cutter?
If this is, I'm convinced if we get this screen, it means they have signed.
I don't know. Oh, we got a phone this
A
time.
phone is different. Trade?
Contract decision. Wow. Okay. Cutter Crawford is not interested in coming home right now. Now or never. Okay, so Zach Allen at $26.6 million.
We
Oof.
might not have no choice but to let him walk, unfortunately.
You have to. 30.3. Wow.
Yeah, we weren't even anywhere in that realm.
Wow. That is insane. Okay, so Kloffenstein still hasn't signed yet. Like, bro, can you just sign? Stop being a mort. Sure. Okay, you signed for $800K. That's great. I tried to give you more money. You don't want it? Okay, I don't care. Can't go into there
It's
yet.
coming up.
Yes, let's stop. We got to keep going here, man. There is... Okay, so Cutter's motivation has gone up. And we get him signed because we do really need him. I'm going to move him to 1. Okay, Cutter, what do we need here, pal? You're essentially one of our best pitchers. So, will this do it? Does he need the years? Years make him happy. Okay. What if we did 5 years at the 15.91? That's 75%. Come on. Okay. We also know that we don't have Varsho. Now, he is asking for a lot. Is there a better center fielder? So there's Bader. Also a good fielder. 31, but Varsho is younger at 29.
And still growing.
Just an unbelievable fielder, man. That's the part that makes this hard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he is somewhat motivated to sign. Okay, let's get the 19 million though. Varsho, what the hell do you think you're worth that? Okay, we have to send it. No choice. We're sending it. There's a competitive balance tax. Apparently that's going on here. Everybody's trying to screw us right now.
We have to send it.
Contract decision. Come on, let's put pen to paper, boys. Pen to paper. Pen to paper. Let's go.
Where's the pen?
Let's
Where's
go.
the pen?
Let's go. Sign it. Sign it.
There
Where
it
is
is.
it?
There it is.
Cutter?
There it is.
Tell me it's Cutter. That's Cutter Crawford, baby. Let's
Cutter
go.
in the house. Okay.
I like
Cutter
how
in the
we're
house.
celebrating bringing back our own former guys.
Oh my God, Tucker.
Yeah, are you surprised?
You just see Tucker with the Dodgers?
Yeah, where else would he go? Now or never. Okay, Varshow's about to leave now.
Shit.
I hate you so much. Okay, 6 years. I mean, I'm not spending $20 million a year on this guy. It's ridiculous. I'll go just under. This is what you can get. You don't like it? Go home. Go somewhere else. You want to be loyal? You want to be a loser? Which one is it?
He's
He's
loyal.
coming home. He's coming home.
Okay.
Coming
Okay.
home. Attaboy, Varsho. Attaboy. Never doubted you.
Whew. This is fucking nerve-wracking as fuck.
Yeah, they've made this interesting and spicy all at once. Okay. Yeah, let's stop simulating. Okay. Let's take a look here at free agents. Let's see who's still kicking. So Naylor just is not interested in playing for us. That is what I'm understanding from this guy.
Well, what I don't like is when I'm looking at our like yielded chart, we are not in a good place in a couple places.
Well, I mean, who else hasn't signed? I think is the biggest question.
Oh, there's news. What? Roka?
73? The 11 million, man. It's the contracts that are insane.
Well, pitchers are always going to be, and we're down to like 28 million available.
That's what I
mean.
mean.
What's Joe Means on here?
Who wants? Sorry.
John Means.
7 and 7, 282, 15 million.
Nothing.
So I feel like at this point, it almost feels like we need to focus on a bat. Anybody from here that we lost, didn't bring back, getting yelled at for? No? Yeah, so Swanson
but
is
we
still
did.
there.
We did acquire
acquisition. Oh, Romano.
You know, I thought that would hurt a lot. Well, we do need a backup pitcher. I thought that would hurt a lot more than it did.
Caratini wants 6'2". It's a little expensive. I mean, I'm sure we can get one of our guys just to step in and do something. Isn't Farmer playing catcher? I played catcher for some reason.
Second, third, short. Miranda.
Okay, so I mean, we still have so we're essentially looking for the replacement for Springer. Now,
ideally.
Okay.
There's a
what? Sorry.
Well, again, there's backup pitcher. I saw Lux. Oh, Espinal. He's up at 31. Man, this time gone by.
Right? Crazy.
Even Dalbeck is 30. Are you fucking kidding me?
Chef, it's been a long time since we've done this. Shit. Long time. I like that Bo is still sitting. That keeps me happy. You didn't want to sign, you bastard? Good luck.
I mean, if you want some pop, Winker is not bad.
Yeah, I don't mind Winker. I mean, 13 home runs,
And
297, right? 2 years.
Not bad at all.
I mean, age-wise, not bad. Not a great fielder by any means. Conforto's there.
He's playing pontoon.
Okay, Conforto's got a little bit more upside as a fielder. So does Kepler.
I've always loved Kepler. And they're all lefties.
Okay, so Bader is still kicking.
Grisham.
We're bringing back.
Yeah.
Yeah, 9 home runs. Come on, man. Come on.
We're bringing back the Baba Yaga.
Yeah.
Oh no. What did I coin him as?
The Baba Yaga.
No. What was the old
Babushka.
European grandpa? Babushka.
I mean, well, Conforto's got a decent average. I would say that does make a little bit interesting. I don't know.
Oh, he was rumored to be coming to the Jays when he was a free agent a couple years ago.
And at 8.5, it's not too shabby. But mind you, I guess Winker does have a little bit more upside. So maybe we kick tires here.
I think that Winker's a better call.
Okay, let's give that a go. Trade talks. Can we? Oh, we can make trades right now. Guys, give me 1 second. There's just one little thing I want to look into. We'll be right back. The Chef and Jeff don't screw around. How do we put it that way? We're looking at top prospects. We're bringing in Kyle Teal, former apparently Red Sox prospect, according to Chef Tom. And
he's part of the Crotchet deal.
We're getting out of the big contract, guys. We got to get Springer's $25 million out of here. He's unplayable at this point. We want to get younger at catcher. Teal gets that done for us. We're also going to move out from Miles Straw. Barely played last year. That's $5 million on the books. And Hayden Junger, again, just a young guy. We can make the move. Teal also plays outfield. So as the guy grows, the potential comes.
He's a big-time prospect. A welcome addition.
Boom. All right. Teal comes in. Off goes Springer Dinger. We will miss George Springer. But nonetheless, this should free up some money for us to make some other things happen. So, Chef, what else here really makes a ton of sense? I mean, Eflin is still kicking around. And that money we had in on Dinger, we might be able to use for like a pitcher, I would say. Now, what is still kicking around on the pitcher side? Starting pitchers. Oh, all free agents. There we go. I was doing the wrong way. Still getting used to this, guys. Give me a break. Okay, so Fetty, Chivali's still kicking around. I mean, he did pretty well. The only problem is he's only an 80.
Yes, I hear you, but I feel like 80 is like the new 90 in the show nowadays.
I mean, you're probably not wrong. And he is 30 only, so maybe we kick tires here then. Let's go. Aaron Chivali sounds like a good whop. You guys can probably see my Italian flag right in the back here in the Man Cave room.
I'm
guys,
pretty sure,
we
if
still
I remember
haven't
correctly,
hit
he
50
is.
likes to get the Man Cave reveal. So get up there if you guys want to see that video. Okay. Let's kick tires on Chivali. Let's see how that works. Let's go through here.
That's it.
Okay, Angels are kicking tires. Julio Ojeda and JJ Goss.
Oh, we can't move on for Hoffman. We can't.
Yeah, no, we can't. We definitely cannot. I mean, okay, he's an 18-year-old. Sure. JJ Goss, starting pitcher. I have no idea who this is. Is he another prospect? 25C65. Yeah, guys, don't waste our time. Hoffman's back home again. We like where he is. Zach Eflin just signed to the Mets.
Yep.
Surprise, surprise. Strom just signed to the Yankees. 2025 draft lottery. Let's see it. All right, so we made the playoffs.
We are 22.
22. So let's see what the lottery brings us here. A new ad here as well. Chef Tom and I have not seen this in quite some time. Like I said, guys, it's been probably about 5 years since we played an MLB, since we did the last show for you guys. And yeah, we held at 22. So the Cardinals won. They moved up to the 4 spot.
We had no chance.
No. Which, I mean, it's fine. We're here to make the playoffs. Yes, let's go take a look at the contracts. Oh, okay. So Bredman finally got traded for Justin Martinez, Demetrius Crisantes, and AJ Puck. So they finally moved out from there.
They took some. Ooh, okay.
Hey, Chivali's interested. Okay. We can kick some tires here. So he likes the idea of the extra year. 65%?
I think we can go 17 now.
67?
Yeah.
Let's give it a roll. Chivali, let's see if we can get him in here. Competitive tax balance. All right, get the motivation up. Naylor and Winker are holding out still a little bit, so let's hope that we can get them to turn the corner.
You say that, but Naylor slowly, every time we keep seeing, keeps going up and up.
He's chipping away. Now, Rule 5, I mean, obviously, guys, we're not necessarily...
Are we going to lose anybody?
Is there anything here, anything that makes sense? Jose Urquidy, I mean, a while ago, this would have been a lock. Maybe 5 years ago, the last time we did this. Hunter Barco, another B starting pitcher. Egan Thompson. Tuki Tucson. Again, long time ago, this would have been great. I mean, Chef, I don't see anything here that really makes sense for us.
No. The thing is with Rule 5, as you guys know, I'm sure, that player has to stay on your 49 roster for the whole year, otherwise you lose it.
And at this point...
So there's no point.
Doesn't make any sense. So we'll let this auto draft.
I mean,
we're not interested right now.
Lose anybody.
I mean, it didn't say anything.
I think we're good.
Oh, contract decision incoming. Is that Chivali?
Hello.
Come on.
Hello.
Give us a pen.
Hello.
Give us a pen.
Hello.
We want the pen.
Hello.
We want the pen.
Hello.
Chef's kiss. Give us the pen. That's a pen, baby. Aaron Chivali. Let's go.
Attaboy. Attaboy.
That's
that's
on top of the
end. You did right.
So Josh isn't interested per se, but we're interested in Josh. So I feel like, can we kick some tires here?
This would fill that right field.
I would maybe do that.
That's the whole goal.
Yep, that's all we can do, Josh. We can send you the offer.
And he's a right versus left.
Do you want to come play back at home? Have your family come see your games? Right? Does that matter to you?
The two best Canadian batters, and Guerrero and Naylor.
Yeah, Josh went to the Orioles. Bro, you just spat in our face. Spat in our face.
17 million. You're $1 million off.
That one hurts, guys. That one hurts. Okay, so Jesse is... Okay, we can kick tires on Jesse. He's 8%. Up to 50. Okay, I could maybe give him a third year. I could do something like that.
Rich, but okay.
Just under 10 mil. Okay. He was asking for about 9.5. Let's see. We'll get Jesse.
I'm more so the year I'm concerned by it than anything else.
We give him the third year. Worst case scenario, we trade him. I mean, we just had Springer for like 17 years, so... okay, so there is still some money to spend here, Chef. I mean, as I take a look at what's still available, maybe a reliever.
A relief pitcher? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, something along this lines. Is there anybody immediately that steps
up? I mean, Weaver has always been a classic. We have lefties in the pen already, so we're good there.
I mean, Kittredge was lights out last year. Like absolutely lights out.
Give him a call. Give him a buzz.
I almost think you have to, right?
Old school NHL, the trade deadline, it would be phone calls. I kind of like that they have this dynamic. The phone call element, I do appreciate it.
Yeah, it's like I'm gonna go call his agent and let's see what we can figure out here. Let's do it.
I mean, no one's calling Schroeder, right?
Oh. Winker.
Oh.
No go. Too low. Only a real deal has any appeal.
I appreciate how that home run. You know, if it doesn't work out for you, Winker, you can definitely get into the rap game. I'll tell you that.
I mean, I don't appreciate that he's spitting on our deal.
2025, you know, white people can rap. It's fine.
Fair. Okay, so we didn't get the piece de resistance that we needed. Do we keep kicking tires? Do we maybe look to get the secondary option, which was Conforto? I mean, Kepler does have upside as well.
I'm good with either player. Winker was my guy. I'm good with either player. I mean, they're both really doing the same at this point. Conforto's 2 points better overall. So.
Okay. Well, let's see if Kepler's interested. Okay, Winker. We're gonna keep it at 2 years then. I'll do that. That's a serious offer now. 60%, Winker. 60. Kittredge, we're almost there. Maybe a few more. Come on, guys.
He's still mulling on it.
Let's go.
Oh, okay.
Let's go.
Wink. Okay, Wink.
Wow, he signed a 1 year 9.94 with the Twins. You're a loser, bud. You're a loser.
We gave him an extra year and more money. Okay, I see how it is.
You're a
I see how it
loser.
is.
Loser. Okay, Max Kepler's interested. Hardcore, 75. Not even gonna waste time.
Yeah.
Max.
Oh, he's gonna be a fucking starting right fielder at this point.
There. I'll give you a little. I'll give you the 9 to my 6. How's that sound? Yeah, we went there. Okay, yeah. Let's get Kittredge signed. I mean, again, I think this is also just a major one on a 1 year deal, right? Like, lock it down, boys. Lock it down. You want to come play here? You know you do. Come on, Keps. Come on, Keps. Yes, sir. Max Kepler, welcome to Toronto. Let's fix that 40-man. And let's see. Now or never for Kittredge. Okay. I think I'm okay to make an aggressive play on a 1 year. So let's pay this man. His numbers were phenomenal. Come on, Kittredge. You want to come to Toronto, baby. Let's do it. Let's do it. Toronto,
they didn't.
Jay.
That was quick.
Yeah, he wasted no time. He's like, I don't screw around with this shit.
Yeah.
I'm signing. Okay, Chef. So we've made some change. Let's take a look at this roster right now. So starting, we got Francis, Barrios, Chafali, Crawford, and Gossman.
Yeah.
So the boys are looking pretty all right. I don't mind what I'm seeing there.
Yeah.
You know, I think we've really rounded out the bullpen quite well. Hudson coming in, the addition of Kittredge. We brought back a couple other boys. I think we're looking all right. Hoffman obviously closing things out. Tio comes in as a great backup and our future hopeful catcher to Kirk. Vlad and Palmajani, my boy. Jimenez and Wagner still doing their thing. Clement and Barger still doing theirs. I still think it might... I guess Orelvis didn't do great either, but you know we got the 1-2 action here.
Yeah, years, bro.
So Castro there now officially at shortstop. Jimenez there. Santander, Kepler. So Schneider probably is going to end up moving down to the minors. Definitely don't need you up here. Go to AAA. Get out of my face. I don't want to see you anymore. So we can make that happen right away. Class A is up. Again, we likely don't need him to be. Luke's is out in right field.
Like we got to look at a trade for right field. I know we have
Kepler can move out to right.
Yeah.
So he goes out there. And yeah, Class A is the extra body.
So who's our fourth? Luke's?
Yeah. Well, I mean, he was not bad last year. 259. Not a bad thing to see there. I was a little disappointed that they shat on Arjun Namala, who's one of baseball's top prospects.
Mm-hmm.
That was definitely interesting to see. So then where is the extra bodies right now? Is it probably with the relievers, I guess? Yeah, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with Sandlin. Or Sandlin? Yeah, Sandlin.
Okay.
All right, so if we drop him down, we keep the extra guy up. Oh, actually, we got Bloss up, too.
That's why.
Yeah, why do we have so many
starters? We have extra, yeah.
Okay, so actually...
Well, some of them will move into the bullpen, right?
You go down to AAA.
10
I
years
guess
up.
he is 70. We could put him there. Yeah, why not? You stay up, actually.
Yeah, he was.
We'll take it. Okay, Blah stays up. That puts us where we need to be. So, Chef, is there anything ideally here that you see that we need to do before moving on to the next season?
I mean, I think we can move forward into the season. I would definitely look into that right field situation come maybe midway point, maybe around the draft. We'll see what happens.
Was there anybody else before we go, was there anybody else we were making offers on? No, right?
No, that was it. Kickers was the last one.
Beautiful. So we got our boys. We are heading off into the season here, guys, after a pretty solid season number 1. But ideally, we don't know exactly what this is going to look like heading into the next season. As I stop simulating, no, we are going. We have reached spring training. Let's sim right through and get to the regular season.
Oof.
Spring training never means anything.
Yeah, it's just testing the grounds, right?
All right, here we go. So, defensively, we've gotten better. Pitching, we've gotten better. Overall rank, we're about the same we started with. And then it looks like we're kicking 13th at speed. Power, we're at 22. So we actually did get better than some of the areas we were last time. Yeah, so it kind of says pretty much shortstop and right field are kind of the 2 pain points, quote unquote, if you will. But ultimately, I don't think the team is bad. I don't think the team is bad at all. So, Chef, let's move on here. Season number 2. Let's head into June. Probably a good spot to get through. Let's see where it takes us. Okay, fix that pitching staff. Let's go. Okay, a little bit of a slow start, but
it's a 500 club.
Okay, so Brady Singer gets acquired for Brady Brandt, who's been traded, I believe that's for the 2nd time now in this sim.
That's not a bad trade, actually. That's not a bad trade, actually.
I do like Singer. He had a phenomenal year for the Royals last year. Had him in my baseball pool, and he did me quite well. The boys have... Okay, so we're about a 500 club right now.
Yeah.
500 club. Okay, let's keep rolling through. See if the boys can string together some dubs here. No, we're really just wanting to be in the 500 club. That's incredibly interesting.
We're one up on the fucking Yankees here, so.
So 45 and 41. Where does that have us? We're 5.5 games back of the Orioles, which is where Josh Naylor went.
We're kind of catching fire.
We
and
definitely.
We're 7-3.
We shat the bed to start, right? Like I think we call a spade. That hurt us here. Oh, Mets are okay. What have Mets got? Santander, Griffin Canning, and Evan Phillips. I mean, as much as they look like solid players, and I mean, both are.
I mean, Canning's a big-time prospect guy in the back in the day.
He's 20, as I say, he's 29 now, Chef. Remember, I got to add the 5 years from the last time we talked about this. I mean, yeah. Santander, like 226, but he's a 20 home run guy already. But I mean, like, you know what you're getting out of him.
And we're already struggling in power. You kind of cannot make this trade.
No.
As much as I do appreciate that.
I will say the deals have been not too shabby. Like, they're pretty even. They're not too bad.
Well, those now, but Cervalli was 9-2. Now 10-2.
Love that for us. And we are 3 games back of the Orioles at this point. Let's head on into the draft here, Chef. You'll see what this looks like now officially. So you can actually go in and add a draft queue to start with. And it tells you kind of some of them who you've drafted, what their motivations are, what the potential and the overall looks like out of the draft. What their doctor's exams were, if they opted out or are they healthy. So it's a pretty cool little breakout here that they've done. We're just going to get into the draft, guys. We're obviously pretty late in the draft this year. So we'll see what our scouts have provided for us, if anybody.
Comes down to us, yeah.
Yeah, right? So let's get started here. First couple draft picks. Here they are. Going first overall this year, we have Ryan Ellis, right fielder. Upwards of a potential of 94 overall. He opted out of his doctor's visit, though. Apparently, he didn't want to hear the snap. What else we got here?
You know, I was gonna give the finger. I was gonna give the finger, and we both went with the same joke here.
We both went for the asshole. Yep.
That's the dad era. If there's any way there's no other way of putting it. We don't make that joke if we're not in the dad era.
Truth be told. Okay, so Sidney Navarro, Chef Tom. He is
place in need.
Shortstop, 100% scouting, 2.1 bonus. 2.1 million. We have him ranked 2nd. He's already a 66 to a 71 overall, and his potential could hit as high as 89. Also plays 2nd and 3rd, and he's healthy. To me, this is a no-brainer.
You fear the beard, right?
Yeah. All right, Sidney Navarro, welcome to the Blue Jays.
Fear that beard, sir.
Yeah, that's a little Brian Wilson right there. Little Gottschem, you know? Love that for us.
Dare I say? Oh, I wonder if Bichette was signed. Do we not have a compensation pick?
We might. Yeah, it's definitely
Or is
possible.
Bichette not signed? Because we would have had the compensation at this point already.
True. I guess we'll see.
No less.
So Gregory Petter's a right fielder. Potential anywhere from 74 to 89. He's a 53 to 68. He plays all outfield. What are we saying player card wise? Okay, so I haven't technically pulled this up. So NFL draft, the MLB draft has him at 61. We've ranked him at 16. Motivation's at a 48. Injury risk is low. Looks like in the future, not much of a power bat. Definitely more of a contact guy. Not really a great fielder, but definitely gets on base. So Petter doesn't look terrible. Is there anybody else here of note that makes sense? I mean, we don't know much about these guys because the scout progress is crap. There's Luis Silva. He's only a 38. Could be upwards of an 87. There's Alberto Diaz. Also looks not too shabby.
International third baseman.
We're looking at here. More upside contact, good arm strength, good arm accuracy. Let's say an upside fielder. He's 5'7". He's all ass.
The Dominican, what can he say?
Yeah. That guy's out there to hurt people. He's going to pop his ass all over the place. Where'd he go? Did I lose him? Oh, that guy went forward. Yeah.
Yeah, he went.
Okay, so I don't know, Chef. Alberto's got some oomph to him. I like it.
I mean, just based off what we have scouted, so you kind of have to.
Okay, Alberto Diaz. Welcome to the Toronto Blue Jays. Let us head forward here. Or, in the way that an old Blue Jay used to say, welcome to the Toronto Blue Jays. Mariano Moya, close to Mariano Rivera. We know nothing about him. The unfortunate reality here, we have Jay Gutierrez, another third baseman. 53 to 67 out of the draft. 69 to 83 potential. Also plays left field. Is there anything else that we've scouted?
Can you search scouted?
I don't think it allows you to. Yeah. Actually, I stand corrected, Chef. You can. Okay, so another 100 here. 70 to 75 out of the draft. He's actually a starter.
So he's pretty much he would be a starter.
He's a plug and play. Look at the contact.
And he's got great contacts. Yeah, son.
We're
Mississippi.
Yeah,
Mississippi.
Oliver Baird. Lock.
Yeah, I like.
Lock of the century.
I like.
Kenalike.
99. The best pick of the draft.
So Bobby Mason's the last one that we officially have scouted.
At this point now, we're just rolling the dice.
It's a guess.
I'm doing the jiggle. I'm warming them.
Do we go
the balls?
Alex Santos? I mean, maybe. Look, he's got some upside. Reliever.
At this point, it's just a crapshoot. So.
Yeah, let's give it a go. Santos, welcome to the team.
I respect the Rockies.
Let's keep going forward here. Who else is kicking? Bobby Mason, third baseman, 24 to 57. He opted out of his exam. Doesn't like rectal. But potential says 99. Are you fake news? I don't know.
Most likely.
I mean, high contact. Potential, I guess. What does Steve Velasco have here? Not notably better. And I mean, at this point in the draft, it's all a guessing game. Brubaker might have some upside. Yeah. I think I saw some numbers there that looked interesting. Same thing here. Jonas Castilla. Maybe one of those two. I mean, he opted out. Brubaker took the rectal. Yeah. Okay. Brubaker took the rectal. Therefore, we're going to offer. Moving on next. What do we got here? 189th pick. Bobby Mason is still kicking. There's Mark Cortez, the reliever. Kevin Richardson, reliever. Okay. 41 to a 75 out of the draft. Maybe? Luis Mosquera. I like it. Let's go. Let's go. Sometimes you just got to go with it. We've come to the end. There we go, Chef. How do you feel about your first draft?
Interesting dynamic to watch. Definitely enjoyed it.
It's different, right? I have to say, I was quite impressed with the way it was done.
I mean, it definitely shows that our scouting is garbage, but...
All right, so if there's any question who we need to scout, so we're going to go Sidney Navarro, obviously number one. Second priority, we're going to go Oliver Baird. And then our third priority, we'll go Diaz. we're just going to draft the top guys and just kind of make our way through. You know, as they say, making our way downtown. So let's let that little sprinkle. 2 game back to the Orioles. We just beat the Yankees. We beat them again. Screw you, Yankees. Can we do it again? I was hoping we were going to sweep. Okay, let's go sign the draft picks. All right, boys. Sydney's interested. He wants to do it. I like that. So we have 4.82 in allotment. They're suggesting we offer 3.8. He's only demanding 2.9. I'm going to give him the full 2.9.
That's a stuff.
Wow. Okay. Needs a few days to consider another offer. Okay. You're 70% motivated, so I'm a little confused, but sure. Bonus demand, 591. Here, let's spruce it up. Let's make sure he signs. Come on, Baird. Let's go. Boom. Baird is in. Likely potential playable player right off the hop, which I think is incredibly exciting.
Yeah. Send Luke's down. Bring Baird up.
Get Santos here rolling. Okay, so we can't offer him the contract yet. We will lock in our 2-day signing plan, and we will keep going here. Come on, boys. We need to get some dubs on the board. Still 2 games back to the Orioles. Sign
We're
draft
slowly
picks.
chipping away there.
Navarro. So what was the issue, bro? You're 72% motivated. You want 2.9. Okay, I will give you a clean 3. Boom. Sidney Navarro is in. I like the potential. Diaz is willing to talk some game right now. He wants 1.5. Yeah, we could probably make that work. There we go. Alberto Diaz signs. And let's round off the rest of the boys here.
I kind of laughed that I'm pretty sure our starting pitcher, his secondary positions were second and third, is what I saw quickly there.
So he's like, guys, don't worry, I play everywhere?
Yeah, I got this.
That's my
I'm
kind of
pretty
guy.
sure we also are tied in there now with our division.
We're making some moves, although we're about to get... Oh, okay, we took one from Arizona. I'd like to see that. Did I miss this? I might have missed that because I got excited. Okay, we'll go back. Ooh. Okay, these boys are holding out, and I think we have until August to get them signed. Did they get over the hump? Okay, we're going to at least get Santos. He wants 613. Okay, I'll give you what you're asking for, kid. Declined. Okay, and he stayed. So 46 to 75. I mean, he does got a lot of high-end talent. The challenge we're about to have right now, Chef, is we are right at the deadline. It's also the trade deadline. Is there anything we want to entertain trade-wise? Or do you think we just roll the dice and keep going?
I mean, we're well over last year's record right now. So if we can stay the cause, we should be able to make the wild card. So
we go through
I say with that, we go through.
We go through. Let's see if we can get back to our draft picks here. Okay, we're at 52 for Santos. Okay, Santos, listen. We want you to be a J. Let's make this happen. Boom, Santos is in. Love that for us. Brubaker is now kicking some tires. 71 to 85. That's a decent reliever, guy. I will take this all day long. Here, take an extra 100,000. You're damn right you want to sign with us. And now we got our boy, Louis Mosquera. Again, could just be a bottom-end reliever, which is not a bad thing to have, guys. If you can get anybody that can get on the roster and playing, never a bad thing. Yeah, you take it all day long. Okay. This is spicy. So Navarro's scouted potential was 77 to 82. His actual potential is 68. D. Great job, scouts.
Thanks coming out.
Alberto Diaz, 83 potential. So scouted was 74 to 89. So he'll do something. He's got B potential. Love that. Baird, 64 actual. So he's a 67 out of the draft. So he has a 64. So he actually gets worse as well. That's cool. 74 for Santos, C potential. Brubaker, 79. Okay, so again, doable. And we don't know about this gentleman yet. So...
Well, we've lost him. We weren't able to sign him. So.
Okay. Not a big loss. It's fine.
We move forward.
Low-end talent. Let's keep rolling here. So, Chef, let's get this going here. Come on, boys. Let's string together some dubs. That's what we need right now. We need dubs. We put together what I believe is a great
from Baltimore.
Team.
There we go.
Okay, come on. We need some W's. Yep, auto fix the 28. Call up who we need to. Okay, Chef. Let's go right to before this Yankee series, and let's see how these stats are looking. So, AAA did not make it. The Fisher Cats made it again. No, we're not going to stop for the minors. So we're 85 and 71.
That was an ugly run.
That stretch did not do well for us. Okay, let's take a quick peek at the roster here. Let's see how our guys are doing. So, Barrios 11-8, 372, 130 strikeouts. Bowden Francis injured, 13-6, 255. He keeps the ERA low, man. Very impressive. Cavalli 13-6. He's been a stud, 128, 3.2.
Oh, that's worth it.
Crawford's fallen off a little bit, 11-10, 122, 3.83. So Rodriguez, for me, just doesn't get the job done.
Oof.
Yeah, this is somewhere I think I can ideally move out from.
Like
Gossman's starting to
Gossman
fall
is-
off as well.
Yeah.
So
He's
something
down to
we'll definitely need to
75, yeah.
revisit. Tiedemann finally might his way up, which is cool to see. Bloss is doing pretty solid in the minors, so not too shabby. There's Ludwig, our first-round pick. So again, we got some guys who potentially can make some looks here. So Hudson, 2.94, 10-2, not bad at all. 3.38 for Kittredge, 4-0. Sandlin, okay, 3.76. So Burr's at 4.18, but he's 5-1. Garcia, 2.95, 0-6. Wow, gimme. What the hell's going on, bud? Dropped to a 70. And Chad Green, 4.95. So the bullpen continues to be a bit of a challenge. Hoffman, 3.16, 57 Ks, 4-5. How many saves? 54 saves.
54. I mean, he's still holding his job, but
That is incredible.
shit.
Wow. Kirk,
255
255, 14
average.
jacks,
He's up to 80 overall.
220 for
Okay.
Teal. Not too
Okay,
shabs.
okay.
Guerrero, 28, 98, 353. Jimenez,
Average came way
232, 11 home runs, 15 steals, 62 RBIs.
Hey, Wagner came up overall, and his average too. Okay.
Wagner went down in the minors, AAA. They moved him around.
Okay, I'm just looking at the stock.
Yeah, it looks like they
Oof.
called up
Okay.
Orelvis. So Clement 250, Barger 240, and Orelvis at 263, so not too bad. Castro 272, 21 jacks, 53 RBI, 29 steals. I mean, that was better than freaking Bichette was doing.
It makes me wonder what happened to the chef.
Yeah, we'll have to figure that one out
Statlander.
eventually. Yeah, so average has gone to
Jesus.
crap. Kepler 248, 16 jacks, can't complain. Schneider 316 since being called up. Not too bad.
136. Okay.
Hey, look at Varsho bouncing back. 260, 24 jacks, 9 steals. Yeah, Class A, don't expect much. I mean, he's young.
Yeah, no,
Luke's
he's not,
245. Again, not too bad. I mean, Chef, arguably the team is still doing quite well. I think there is some, players that are doing better than others. But we're 6 days away from the postseason, and these next 2 series are going to be everything. And we just got swept by the Yankees. Yep. 87-75, guys, does not get the job done. So Texas, Cleveland,
Better
Detroit,
than
and
last
Tampa
year,
are the
but-
wild card. Seattle and Baltimore are the top 2 seeds. And you got Arizona, Philly, Milwaukee, and San Diego. And you got the Dodgers and the Mets now officially at the other 2 points. So we will sim to the offseason.
How
Let's
much
see.
about that?
The Mets
Dodgers?
beat Cleveland.
Wow. Okay.
Interesting.
Hey, you know what? Dodgers are not keeping, so
Our first
But
base
what do you
coach that
think?
we just signed fucking retired. Are you kidding me, bro? Why you gotta shit on us like that?
he didn't like what he saw.
Yeah, apparently. F you too, bastard. Doesn't look like anybody for us here. Yeah, you Darvish. Wow, we got some names. That's crazy. Okay, well, nobody for us, Chef. So it looks like we are looking okay there. Inductees,
Kershaw.
hey, Scherzer and Kershaw. Yep, 2 of the best to do
Some
it.
of the best never do it. Yep, 100%. 100%.
Okay, let's take a
What do you
look at our
think?
boys
Are
here.
we're gonna cut it here, and we'll pick it back up.
Yeah, guys,
For
you
the
don't need to
channel?
see all this. Let the chef and I take care of this business. We'll catch you guys on the side. Guys, we told you we're going to cut the off season and make life easier for you to not have to watch. We boogied through season number 3.
We went to work.
Here
We
are.
went to work.
Oh, we did some work, all right. Let's start off with this starting pitching. Tanner Beebe, now the staff ace. Brought in from Cleveland. A big acquisition.
The preface. We tried the free agent market. We prefaced this,
We got shot
but
on
it was
hardcore.
not. Yeah. So we pulled some trades. We pulled some trades for you guys.
We had no choice. Brian Bello comes over. Brian Bello, however you want to pronounce his name. He comes in over after sending Cutter Crawford back to Boston to get a better contract and a younger player. So definitely some growth potential here. So 2 really good big upsides for us on the starting pitcher side. Taking us to our next piece here, which is
Our 2 pieces of free agency. The only 2 pieces of free agency here, with Abreu and Payampas coming on over.
Payamps Abreu. Payamps is also pretty awesome. He says he's happy to join the 6 and come to Toronto. So big love for that. We also made the deal with the Yankees to bring in Zach Jackson. They offered us a deal for one of our younger guys who really wasn't going to turn the page. It was deep potential, so we brought him in for some depth as well. So we're hoping this bullpen will answer some questions after last year's.
Yeah.
Closing pitcher, Hoffman's back. Catchers, we're still the same here as well. Kirk and Teal. Guerrero Jr. leading the way. No surprise. Jimenez and Wagner obviously doing their thing. Barger, Clement here at third base. So it looks like Barger has surpassed Clement at this point. Clement is now 30. Looks like maybe Martinez as well has to start pushing his way over to the hot corner. Shortstop, we still got Will Castro doing his thing. Left field, Santander and Schneider still kicking in that little platoon. Welton Varsho still kicking as well. However, down in right field, Lawrence Butler. Big acquisition.
Big power bat for Oakland. I'm loving this acquisition. And for those of you that are not paying attention, that's a triple B acquisition happening right there.
BB, Bello, and Butler. The killer bees, baby. We're bringing football to baseball, because why not? Who could forget Ben Brown and Bell? That's all I'm saying. Who could forget? Guys, age 26, B potential, 83 overall. It just made sense. We made some moves.
Locked in. Yep. Locked in. Also.
Chef Tom, you ready for season number 3?
Hey, bring it. We're ranked 9th this year, boys.
Let's head on in. Let's see what this team can answer with. Come on, guys. We brought you some quality. I'm expecting to see some great play on the field. Let's do
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
Loving the numbers coming around here. Let's win some more series, guys. With some bad luck with the Phillies in the off season.
Either injuries have taken a toll,
or the team is shitting on themselves.
We fall there for a bit.
Yeah, we started off pretty decent. And it looks like right now these guys...
We were like 10 games above. Now we're just fucking hurting.
Okay, let's go to the draft, which I will say again. I will reiterate that this draft is pretty cool. Pretty cool. I do like the changes.
A lot of our scouts are doing some shit here.
Shout out to MLB. I was quite interested when I saw that there was such a great grade for this game. And I was like, all right, okay. Who's sucking whose dick to make that happen? No, it's legit. As legit as can be. Well done to MLB The Show's team.
Now, is it because it's 5 years in the making that we're back at it, Jeff? Is that why?
Maybe this is not such a big jump for everybody else who's been playing this yearly. But for being out of the game for at least 5 years, respect. Let's go to... Oh, no. Oops.
Okay.
Oops.
Who did we get?
I don't know.
Murillo?
Yeah, we did
Prado.
things. Okay, hold on. Round 1, who do we take? Lenny Friedland, starting pitcher. All right. Let's see if they can draft better than we can. I guess we're going to learn. Todd Shannon. Fuck you, Shannon. Who else we got?
Fielder.
Nelson Prado. Great name. Great name. Floyd McGraw. That name slaps.
Center.
Dexter Rohde.
Third baseman.
Carlos Murillo.
And
reliever action.
Okay.
And Lenny Friedland. Okay. Sometimes I go too fast, but it's okay. We're going to sign them. We're going to make magic happen. And I bet you they're probably good. Mason Miller for Sergio Gil and Chris Paddock. That's a big deal.
Oh, Chris Paddock.
Wow.
Man, I feel bad that kid fell off.
Wow. There is some business going on here, Chef Tom. We need to identify what is going on with this team. So let's get to let's sign our draft picks. Let's start here. Let's take a look at what's going on here with the team. We are last in the division. We're not supposed to be going backwards here. Okay, so we got Lenny Friedland. He is our first pick here. Motivation to sign at 32. 55 to a 70. Potential of 75 to a 90. So, yeah, definitely happy to get him in the conversation. We got Todd Shannon, 46 to an 80. 62 to a 96. Definitely also fucks. And then we also got Nelson Prado, 64 to a 74 out of the draft. Potential 67 to 77.
He's in around what he's going to be.
Not too shabby. I think, Chef, they did pretty good. Let's see if we can figure out these boys. We'll take these draft picks. Let's see what we got going here. So, okay, so Prado's interested. Bonus allotment, $8 million. He wants $784. Sure. Take a little extra. Let's sign. Okay, not there yet. Sure. Give us some time. The rest of the boys here still need some more time as well. I mean, why is it that the Jays and their draft picks just always have super bad luck getting signings done?
It's the curse of the Toronto.
It has to be, right? Like, I'm not going out of my mind. Come on, bud. Let's go. There we go. Nelson Prado signed. We got one boy done.
That's one.
We got Floyd McGraw 47 to 81 out of the draft, potentially 51 to 85. So hopefully this has some to it. Let's see if we can get all these boys going here. Okay. There we go. Data sign picks again. The boys are on a bit of a heater right now.
I mean, you can't say these things.
Nobody wants to sign right now, which is even worse. Okay, sign picks. Come on, guys. Nobody still. Okay.
Oof.
We might be losing some players here, Chef. We are pretty
We
close
are
to
going
the
to be
deadline.
losing our draft class is what I'm learning here.
44, 44, 37. Yep. No dice.
You might have to move Shannon to maybe the first priority, even though I don't agree with that.
We got to get Lenny locked in.
I agree, but everybody's budging.
Yeah, this is spicy. This is definitely spicy. Is that the move? You want to move Lenny or move Todd?
Not that I want Lenny, but I feel like they're both progressing at the same rate. If you can move Todd, maybe you'll bump him up a bit.
Okay, we'll give it a go. I mean, Floyd doesn't seem like he's turning the corner. You want to see if somebody else maybe has some interest?
Maybe. We got to start... we're losing our whole fucking draft class here.
Yeah, Dexter Rohde. Okay, Dexter is pretty interested. It looks like he might want to sign. Murillo's at 45. So maybe we can get Dexter. Let's see if we can start there. He's already at 62. Allotment 285. Okay, we'll give him a little extra. Offer declined. Wow, you guys are all fucking assholes. Maybe we should make sure that we're drafting. Brent Rooker gets traded. Okay, for Miguel Peralta, George Arnaz, and Juan Bravo. That's today's the trade deadline. So we're 3 games back. It is an incredibly tight race right now. Incredibly tight race.
That blows my... Well, it says we also went on a heater, as did the Raisin Oreos.
8-2, yeah. So we're all kind of kicking around that space right now. Chef, is there potential trades that you might... Actually, you know what, guys? We need to show you the stats. I have not forgotten that is a requirement for Chef and you guys. So let's take a look at this team to start off with BB. So 8-8, 4.49 ERA has not come as advertised at all.
That's not what we need from an ace.
Bello 6
Bello
56 as well. So the 2 Bs are stuck in ass. Barrios, the other B, 7-11, 383. Okay, I mean respectable ERA by comparison. Bowden at 86, 328, and Chevalier 9-7, 3.5.
That's funny, looking better and better.
Tiedeman's up. Not great right now, though. Abreu's at a solid 3. I mean, not too shabby. A lot of walks there, though. Piamps, 38 to 16, 2.82. Hudson, 4.47. Jackson, 3.74. So still some work to do in the bullpen, I'd say, Chef Tom. And Sandland at 4.72 is awful. Burr at 5.63 is even fucking worse. Okay. Closers, Hoffman is out of his mind. How many saves is he at this year? Only 2. Hoffman.
Yeah, we might need to move on from Hoffman. I'm seeing regress to 76. Teal's moving up. I appreciate that.
Yeah, like what I'm seeing here. But, I mean, average isn't there. He's only had really 83 at-bats. I mean, maybe it's just he needs more. You know, Vladdy's having a pretty solid year. Can't complain. Jimenez, the average doesn't come around, which is really disappointing for me. Like in all the years, 233, 219, like he's an average hitter. At least 260, which is crazy to me. So, okay. Something to keep in mind. Barger there is at 309. It's not too shabby. And Clement at 273. So they're platooning quite well. Can't really complain. Castro, definitely a great year, but he's on the IL, so maybe that's part of the injuries. Jimenez has been up. Santander, yeah, I'm done. I've had enough. 210, 18 jacks. No dice. Snyder's been not too bad. Varsho, definitely a decent year for him. And Butler, no complaints there, but Luke's doing even better. So, Chef.
Well, you know what? Whitfield seems to have really improved, but our back end of the bullpen seems to be definitely hemorrhaging. Or seems like Hoffman is done as our closer. Guy can't save a life on the fucking life vest. Can't save a fucking diver with a life vest, apparently.
Yeah, work in progress, guys. We're going to go to the Light Fest. We're going to check out some trades. It's trade deadline. Let's see if we can make some deals and bring these Jays back out of obscurity. Give us a second. Guys, whether you're new or whether you're old, one thing about the MMC boys with Chef Tom and Jeff that you will learn very quickly or do know by now, we do not screw around. What does this look like now? Well, welcome to Yamamoto, who's now our staff ace. We decided to move on from Bello. We brought in, obviously, a legitimate staff ace now, hopefully to motivate the rest of this team. That'd be great. On the reliever side, we brought in some extra help. We brought in Ian Hamilton, and we brought in Shelby Miller. Just having really good seasons. We thought it might make sense to hop on their train and see if we can take them into the next level. Closing pitcher, we moved on from Hoffman. It hurt, but we brought in Brewstar Gratterall. Jeff Tom's a fan. We said, why
Love
not?
this guy.
He's younger. Hoffman was on the downswing. Way cheaper alternative for us, so we're in on Gratterall. No changes at catcher. No changes at first base. Oh my. Yeah, we moved on from Jimenez and his contract. We took on a little bit of extra, but we added somebody who does provide a lot of goodness in Nico Horner. So we're happy to have him on the squad. Third base. Oh my. A name that we tried to acquire in free agency that came all the way back around. Little upgrade here. Alec Baum. Now going to be joining us, hopefully in addition to offense, for sure here. But
yeah, definitely gives us
upgrade.
a true starting third versus a rotational third baseman.
Exactly. So legitimate upgrade. Alec Baum comes in. Shortstop. We still got... Did Castro, break his neck? 1 to 6 days with a head contusion. Nice. Okay. So he's going to be back doing his thing. Yeah. That Santander deal is done. We bring in Randy Arozarena, who's an absolute monster. Way more consistent. Solid... decent fielder, I guess, around what Santander was. So definitely a great deal for us.
Welcome back to the AL East.
Yeah, we're bringing him back. Dalton Varsho there, and then as always, Lawrence Butler. So guys, come on, comment below. Tell me this team is not incredible.
We were only 3 games out, even though we're last in the division. I feel like this is typical Jay fashion. If you're within striking range, I feel like the Jays just go in, and here we go.
There's the big deals, guys. So you can see deal number 1, Bello, Hoffman, and Turconi for Gratterall and Yamamoto. Deadline to sign those draft picks. Let's take a look, guys. Can we make any... Wow. Okay. Dexter Rhodey might be the only potential. So let's give him some money. We got the allotment. Let's see if he'll sign. Okay, we got Rhodey in. Yeah, these boys are not signing, Chef. They are not not signing at all whatsoever. I'm
hoping that it will translate into next year, that we get those picks compensated in the future round. So
let's bloody hope so. Okay, yeah, Bisons. Let's fix here. Okay, I'm not loving what I'm seeing out of the guys for what we brought to them, but I'm hoping it's just the boys gelling. We're back at 500. We lost there. We lost a double to Tampa.
Ooh, Tampa,
so come on. 500 mark here, boys. Come on.
Baltimore.
65 and 67.
Okay.
Okay, 3 out of 4 from Tampa we'll take. Won the Cincinnati series. Okay, can you fix our roster? So we're 71 and 70. Where's that put us? 4.5 games back. So Tampa, 75 and 65. Let's see if we can make
We're still the hottest in our division right now.
We are.
So,
we're rolling. Okay, we swept Houston. We just took out
we took
Baltimore.
We took Baltimore.
3 games back.
And we hopscotched them.
Okay, so we got Red Sox. Okay, 13 days of the postseason. We have the Red Sox coming up here. It's a critical series. And I think we lost the entire series. We did. We got swept by the Red Sox. Wow. Okay. 81 and 75, however. Yeah, so we dropped back down to 4th. We got the Yankees and the Sox here. Yep, lost the series to the Yankees. And then swept the Red Sox. 85 and 77. Not a bad season, Chef, but I feel like we deserve better. Out of the playoffs, look, we got Minnie, Cleveland, Baltimore, Tampa in the wild cards, Seattle and Detroit there leading the way. Then we got the Mets, Atlanta, St. Louis, Arizona, the Dodgers, and Philly doing their things. Let's sim it off to the offseason because the rest of this does not matter to us. Simming on through, the Orioles beat the Braves in the World Series.
Wow. Okay.
Pretty interesting, I will say. Farm director McQueen decided to retire. We need to replace, of course, because we just signed him. Contract with the pitching coach has ended. Lucky us. Do the retired players. Anybody of note? Okay, Bassett finally called it quits. Doesn't look like we were affected. Yeah, Eovaldi finally quit.
Yeah, Stroman. Big time old
Chris Taylor, Pavetti, Lucchesi, Jose Abreu. Okay, so there's some names. Some decent names there. We will confirm this. All right, guys, it is that time of the offseason where you don't want to watch. So, catch you guys at the beginning of the next season. Well, guys, here we are. The Chef and the Jeff have gone to work. We've been in the lab.
Year 4.
Year 4. This is the halfway point now. This is
Year
time
4.
for shit or get off the pot, if you will. So, year 4, here we are. Let's take a look at what this roster looks like. So starting pitching, Yamamoto still leading the way. You can see a little sprinky there of addition of Sandy Alcantara. Guy goes like 200 innings a year. Going to eat up some innings, hopefully get some wins. Add into that. So 89, 87 overall. Tanner Beebe holds at 86. Bowden Francis, they're at 84. And we are going to give Ricky Tiedemann his shot in the league, which I'll just do that right now. Let me do it for you, computer, just in case you're confused. We're going to do that, and we're going to move Bloss down. There we go. Tiedemann's going to be number 5 on the rotation.
Waiver.
What are you going to do? Relief pitchers, we have Abreu, Hamilton, Tinoco, Iamps, Ryan Thompson. And we brought in Ben Prado. A little bit of an ad. He's going to be growing. Might see him in the next year or two. Closing pitchers, Juan Duran. Really solid addition. Both Chef Tom and I are big fans of him. Hard thrower. Legitimate closer. Really happy to have him on board. Catchers, we moved on from Kirk and his contract. We brought in Jonah Heim, and him and Teal are just going to platoon it 1-2. He also wears number 89. Shout outs to Teal. Vladdy Guerrero there, obviously still at first base. Nico Horner, of course, still at second with Wagner. Baum still at third with Barger and Martinez. Castro with Jimenez. Rosarena still with Schneider. Varsho still kicking. And, of course, Butler. So no major changes. This really was kind of a pitching, focus for us in catcher. So here we go, guys. Chef Tom, are you ready to kick off season number 4?
Listen, we just keep increasing our overall team. Right now we are ranked 5th, 3 ahead of the season, so we'll see what happens. We were off to a rough start at the start of last year, and now it seems like we can't get over a 500 team for the first month. Here we are, 24, 20, we're hovering. Okay, a little separation right now.
So we need to see, guys. We need to see W's on the board. Where does that put us? We're 1 game back of the Orioles right now. We're 37-29. So let's hope, boys. Come on. Let's get some. I like to see the green. I want to see some W's on the board, and I want to see a World Series back in Toronto.
There's a sweep.
That's what we're doing here, guys. This is no joke. We are here to win.
I haven't seen many sweeps at all, which is what's a little...
All right, so 52-38 has us first in the division. You've heard it here
2 games
first.
up.
First in the
2
division.
games up.
Big series against the Astros that we lost. And lost that series as well. Not looking good. So here we go. First year draft. Hopefully I don't skip it this time. Let's take a peek to see.
Yeah. Well, I'm curious actually if we get the added draft pick for not having a first rounder signed.
Well, let's take a peek. Again, if I don't sim it, of course. I've had some interesting things with drafts. I re-brought in the second draft class the same time in Madden. This time I just completely skipped the draft. I'm on fire, guys. I'm on absolute fire. Okay, so here we go. Who do we got kicking around here? So Santiago Tero. Okay, what if we did Chef Tom's way of looking at scouted? So we do have Theodore Cho, upwards of a 91, 52-67. He's demanding $4.7 million. Currently 28% motivated to sign. I mean, Chef, that's not terrible. And he is a starter. Oh, wow. Jeff Strickland, shortstop, 43-55. Oh, he is injured right now, though. Yeah, it looks like these guys are way later on. This guy's ranked 11 right now. Theodore Cho. Do we give this a go?
I mean, if we can convince him to sign, that'll be the key. So,
Theodore, let's make it happen. Alvin Simon are waiting for you. That's an aged joke right there. We directly jumped into round 3, which brings us to...
Yeah, that's because we signed Duran.
Yeah, that makes sense. We have Roberto Cordero, 100% scouting, 44% motivation already, 82-94 potential, and right field. That one to me makes a ton of sense. Just with how much there is.
Some use in the outfield again.
Yeah, let's go Cordero. We'll lock that in. Hopefully we get some value here. I mean, again, guys, realistically, you guys know how baseball prospects work. A lot of these probably aren't going to do much for us right now, but, we'll take a look. Do we finish it off and take the last guy that we scouted? Backup catcher, Elmer Arroyo?
Sure.
Let's go. I mean, everything else is pretty much guesswork at this point, so we're going to take our scouted numbers and run with it. Let's sim to our next pick here. We're going to have to get out of the drafted. Yeah, go to... Oh, there we go. Okay, so Robert Ortiz. There's a Gus Conrad, who's a 65-84 reliever. Jeff Allman, Sebastian Liriano, right field. Kind of feels like maybe...
Gus seems like the best kind of maybe...
Yeah, potential. Gus or maybe Ortiz?
or even win, because it's kind of relative. You know he's going to fall in that area.
Yeah, win actually does look pretty good as well. Kurt Monticelli. That guy slaps. Maybe we go Conrad.
Okay.
Reliever's never a bad thing. He
He's
is 10%,
healthy.
10% scouted. He's healthy. Looks like he could get upwards of an 84. I almost simmed the whole thing again. That would have been tons of fun. Okay, we got a bunch of 70s. 58 to 77 reliever. I mean, relievers are everything right now. Maybe we give a go here. Frederick Rocker. That's a name. Okay. Because who doesn't forget John Rocker? Throwing it back.
Classic picture for Atlanta.
Okay, we're going to skip this. We're going to skip that. Skip this. Skip this. Okay. Let's see what we're working with here, guys. The team is on a bit of a skid here, which I don't love to see.
I'm trying to keep up with our stat line right now, so we're one game ahead of the Yankees. Okay.
Okay, we're gonna do a quick run through here of the numbers. We're about the halfway point of the season. So Alcantara's 5-8 with a 3.44. Definitely surprising.
Give me innings.
Yamamoto 6-9, 3.47. BB's 10-2 this year, flipped it around, 3.55. Bowden Francis 6-5, 3.14, and Ricky Tiedemann's at 6-5. First year in the league, man, can't complain. We'll take it. Abreu 4.5.
So.
Yep, I did see that as well. Abreu, is he getting saves for us right now? No, but he is. Okay, so 6-3. ERA is high. Hamilton's at 3.22, 3-1. Tinoco apparently is not even in the major leagues. Like, that makes sense. Piamps 2.92, not too shabby. Thompson at 2.09, killing it. Love to see that.
Okay. Wow, last minute addition, yeah.
Yeah, I think things are looking pretty good. Apparently, Pardino's come up. Don't know why, but sure. Okay. The coach is doing what he wants to do. Duran's at 3-5, 3.77. He's got 28 saves. So, again, not too shabby. Jonah Heim's adding into a 243 average. Teal's at 250.
You're going to take it over. I feel it.
These two have a good running game going. Vlad, 22 home runs, 64 RBIs, 296 average. He's been consistent. I cannot say a single bad thing about Vladdy in this rebuild so far. He's been killing it. Nico Horner, 241, 24 steals. Okay, a little bit cold. 273 from Bill Wagner. Love it, boys. Bombs at 296, 12 homers. So this is the cold is what's causing us our problems right now. Castro, 10, 34, 15, and 264. Jimenez at 204. So, I mean, Namala's growing. We might see him very soon. Rosarena, 255, 1157, and 20 steals. He's at 84 overall now. David Schneider's on fire in the minors. Barshow, 1355, 6, and 232. Stuart Baroa's up, 259 average. Butler, 235, 12 homers, 46
the whole
RBI.
team side the fucking go outside with no jackets on, apparently.
Yeah, everybody's freezing their balls off. So let's see if we can start getting some wins started. But however, let's go check out our draft class. We're going to start off with Mr. Cho. We are going to add in Cordero, and then we will add in Arroyo, who basically wants to sign already. So we're going to jump in on this one. 572 is the value. He's asking for 478. We'll meet you in the middle. Boom. Elmer Arroyo signs. We'll take that. Gus Conrad, also motivated to get signed here. So let's do that. Gus, what do we got for you here? 465, 427. Sure. We should have enough to get our boys signed. Okay, so Gus wasn't completely feeling it. But, you know, we could probably make something work. So we will lock this in for now for our 2-day signing period. Let's hope that we can get our top end, boys.
Encourage them otherwise.
Yeah, like the encouragement is like, if you ever want to play in this league, you should probably sign this. just throwing it out there. Okay, we'll give him a little bit more. Offer declined again. Okay, so Gus is getting on my nerves.
Ducky.
So we're going to... Oh, no, we're going to move Gus out. We're going to give Rocker a shot. See if he is motivated to play in the league. Offer declined. Okay, boys.
Well, Cordero, hopefully, on the next go, will sign.
You go for Lofton. Okay, so we got some trades going. The boys are on a skid right now, and I'm not loving it. And we're not talking skid marks in the Mutans either. This is it's a pretty bad skid.
We definitely need...
Offer declined. Okay.
We definitely need some change of half here.
Yeah, we just got swept by Atlanta, 56 and 49. Half game back of the Yankees right now. Nobody apparently wants to sign with this team. So I am going to give him more money. Boom. Frederick Rocker signs. We'll take that. Again, some reliever help. We'll go back to Conrad. We'll see if he's smart enough to take his deal. We'll spruce that up a little bit for him. He continues to decline. All right, bud. Listen, guys, you don't sign. Had the lock. Baltimore series. Okay. Win one, lost one. Took it. Okay. Took 3 or 4 there.
3 or 4.
That was huge.
That's big.
I'm with the Yankees. Let's head on back to our boys here. See if we can get Conrad signed. Come on, Conrad. Stop being a pain, man. There we go. Okay.
There it is.
Conrad signs. We are going to be super tight to get Cho.
It's going to be one. Oh, Cho's not going to happen. It's going to be a one shot at Cordero. By the looks of it.
Maybe, just maybe. We shall see. Okay. Sign the picks. Yeah. One shot at Cordero.
One shot.
So let's give him some cash. Let's see if he'll sign. Boom. We got him. Cordero's there. And Cho apparently needed a few more days, but he's not going to get it because the signing period is over.
Days are up.
Darren Simone.
Wow, Simone.
Yep.
Okay.
On the move for Miguel Alvarez and Gavin Villarreal. Today is the trade deadline. Chef, any thoughts? You want to let this guy run?
I think it's going to roll. We just need the offense to fucking click. And there's nothing more we can really do for them.
Agreed. Let's let it roll, Chef. Let's
you know what I mean? Like, you just gotta keep twirling, as we would say back in the channel starts.
Oh, Cho, you bastard. All right, well, let's give him what we can. We'll give him everything. See if he's willing to sign. He declines. Okay. So that is another year of first-round picks who decide they don't want to sign. Love that for us. But we're going to let this thing rip through. Let's see if these boys can start turning this around. 67-57. We're 10 games over. We lead the Yankees by a game and a half. I do love that. Let's take a look at our draft picks.
I want more.
Wow.
Ooh.
Cordero. Actual potential is a 90. A potential.
Attaboy. Right field. Okay.
Love that. Okay, so we don't know what Cho became. Hey, you know what? 71 for Arroyo. Not bad. He's going to play some ball. Like that. 52 out of the draft. Cordero's a 50. Conrad, 58D. 69 potential. And Rocker's coming in. He's a 72 overall out of the draft. Love that.
Can play right now.
Yeah, love that. Okay. You know what? Cannot complain. I think it is looking pretty good. Let's get the sim going here and see if we can pick up some more dubs.
Okay, Tampa.
Yeah, we need the big wins here, guys. Okay, there's some losses. Not exactly what we're looking for. We got a big one against Boston here. We got it. Okay, we won the series. Love that. 76-67. We're a game on the Yankees. Orioles, Red Sox, and Rays are falling off. They're 6 games back. So we're really going to be fighting the Yankees here, and we do have, obviously, a series come up against them. We swept Tampa.
2 series.
2 series with the Yankees.
Close the season.
Okay, so Triple A continues to not do it. Double A continues not to. We're not going to stop. Okay, 83-73. 2 games over the Yankees.
We got 2 games.
So the series against the Yankees is going to do everything. Swept.
And then we got fucking swept.
Oh, my God. So, guys, this is what it's going to come down to. Okay. Tiedemann against Garrett Cole, that's a dub. Let's go. Alcantara against Fried, that's a dub. That does it.
Okay, so there we go. Yeah. We got it. We took it.
Yamamoto, I think he lost his start, but that's fine. 85-77 wins the division. Apparently, our division, the AL East, is just shit in the bed this year. 80 wins the division these days. Figure that one out.
Back in the day, current day, it's like you need above 90 to make a playoff in the AL East.
Oh, it's insane. Absolutely insane. All right, we got Texas. So, actually, funny enough, Kumar Rocker is taking on Sandy Alcantara in Game 1. That's a 6-5 loss. Hard one. Tinoco takes the loss. Rasmussen against Yamamoto. That is a win. Game 3, Chef.
BB
against Fetty.
Winner go home. Come on, BB. Attaboy, BB.
Boom.
And BB.
Okay, we got Seattle. Actually, before we head forward here, can I wrap up the regular season stats? Yes, I owe that to everybody. Excuse me. And this definitely doesn't look like the season. I don't want career. Yeah, it's not giving us the goods. Oh, well, we head forward. What are you going to do? I tried. You guys kind of saw it halfway. You saw who was doing well. All right, we got Seattle. We are on the road. We got Alcantara against George Kirby. That's a W. Tight W.
That's a
1-0.
Win.
Bowden Francis against Bryce Miller. That's a W. Let's go, boys. Come on, let's do it at home.
Come on, boys.
Yamamoto against Wu. Okay. 2-1 series. Reynaldo Lopez against Alcantara.
There it is.
Let's go.
AL East. Come on, boys.
We
against fucking
Minnesota.
Fucking The Bane, the guys that first eliminated us. Come on.
You ready
Come
for
on.
this?
Come
Alcantara
on, Sandy.
against Hagen Smith.
Come on, Sandy.
Sandy gets it
There
done
it is.
again. This
There
guy's
it
been
is.
lights out.
Fucking Hagen Smith. Suck a dick.
Yamamoto against Valdez. That's a W. Okay,
Okay.
back to Toronto. BB against Festa.
Jeff, you better be fucking sitting up. You better be fucking sitting up,
Dude,
son.
I'm staring right at my laptop screen right now because the TV doesn't work. I'd explain that to the viewers. Bowden Francis against Molly. Ooh, we got a 3-game series. Come on, guys. You can't drop at home. You can't drop at home. Alcantara against Smith. That's a W. Okay, 2 games, boys. 2 games.
Sandy.
Yamamoto against Valdez. Come on, Yamamoto. Let's go.
There it is. Fucking Dodgers. Dodgers, the Bane. The Bane.
Okay, this is it, guys. We made the World Series in year number 4.
Look at Ohtani's numbers right now. Look at Ohtani's fucking numbers.
Listen, they don't know about Sandy, all right? They don't know about Sandy. Sandy Alcantara, Shohei Ohtani. Let's go. Oh, 10-7 game. That's a big one. Tinoco takes the L again. ERA is awful. Okay, Yamamoto against Sasaki. That's a W. Let's go.
Okay.
BB against Glasnow. 2-0 loss. Tight one. Jesus. Okay. Alcantara back up against Snell. That's a W. 3-game series, baby. Let's do it. Bowden Francis against Ohtani. Come on, Bowden. Oh, 8-3. 8-3.
Okay. We gotta go back to back. Battle of Japan
Yamamoto again against Sasaki. Oh my God. Game 7.
Sandy.
Game 7.
Sandy. Oh my God. Look at Glasnow's numbers. Look at Glasnow's numbers.
I know.
Sandy. We fucking. You are number one.
All the money. You're our guy. You are our guy. Chef. Game 7. World Series. LA Dodgers. Are you ready? World Series, baby.
On. Fucking 4. Done in 4.
Let's go.
Yeah. Heart rate 112.
73.
You can tell who's healthier here. Don't step on that scale. You might get Captain Duck involved and you look excited if you do that.
Hey, listen. So, guys, I just bought a scale. That's what old people do, right? I'm upping my tech to stay on top of my stuff. As Chef knows, I've been doing some health stuff right now, trying to keep myself healthy. I had a little bit of a health scare about a month ago, and I'm trying to do the right things to keep myself in place. I've stopped buying a lot of random things. I'm buying stuff more so for health outside of gaming. And as you can see, the Man Cave, 50 likes, guys. 50 likes if you want to see the Man Cave. But I got myself a new smartwatch. I got the Garmin Vivo Active 6, which is really, really cool. Actually, Chef, I think I was telling you, or maybe I didn't yet. It actually has your sleep score, and it lets you know when you've had a good rest, and it charges your body battery. So it tells you when you've had bad sleep and how much sleep you need to make up for it the next night.
Ooh.
It's got some really cool features and stats that way. And then what Chef is talking about is my scale that works like a DEXA scanner. And it actually told me that I have, like, the health of, like, a 26-year-old. Which, I mean, I'll take it. I'll take it. At 36? Not too shabby.
I'm definitely going the other way. I'm definitely got the health of, like, a 46-year-old.
Don't say it. Come on. Come on now. I feel good just leaving this on the screen. I'm just pointing up here. I'm going to rub the Chef right now. Probably massaging your shoulders. I don't know if this is the right place because we put you back in post. But, World Series, guys. 5-2 win.
Gloss, Our fucking
Gloss got the win. Glasnow. Yeah, we smacked them around a little bit. We smacked them around a little bit.
I want to see our stat line.
Yeah, let's go check these stats. Okay. Player stats in the postseason. Leading the charge in runs, Dalton Varsho, 15. Leading in hits, Vladimir Guerrero at 25. Home runs, Vladdy with 6. Lawrence Butler with 6. Varsho with 5. Varsho stepped up, man. Arozarena, 4. Bomb, 2. Horner, 2. Orelvis with 2. Nice. You with 1. Okay. Ribeyes. Bomb and Guerrero led the charge with 16 and 15. Stolen bases. Nico Horner with 8. That's a game changer, man.
Especially in the playoffs.
Oh,
if you can gain a base, it's huge.
Love that. Average, Orelvis Martinez, 379.
They're not that bad. Okay.
Vladdy 301, Arozarena 295, Horner 293, Kyle Teal 288. Love that. Butler 282, Bomb 266. Like, these guys came in swinging the bats, man. They came in swinging the bats.
It's about time.
So pitchers wins. Tinoco, who took some losses, some key ones we looked at, apparently had the most wins. 5.59 ERA is not great.
I'm sorry. Sandy's
the all-star.
What I can tell, he was the boss.
Duran, 9 saves, Chef. 9 saves with a .71 ERA.
And lights out.
20 strikeouts, 3 walks, and 12.2.
Worth every penny.
You love that.
Worth every penny.
So Sandy in 45 innings was 3-0. 3.6 ERA, 36 strikeouts, 16 walks. Yamamoto, he won the big games against Sasaki. He really did his due.
You know what? I will say, in the playoffs, he didn't seem that great, but he came out against the Dodgers. It was almost like a slap back at them.
Yep. Love that. I mean, Abreu, pretty solid postseason, 2.84. Bowden had a bit of a rough one, 15 innings, 4.8. Ian Hamilton, though, 1.04 ERA in 17 innings. BB as well, roughed up, 2 losses. Payam's 5.79, but yeah, Duran killed it. I mean, Bloss didn't do well. Ryan Thompson, 1.04. Absolutely stellar. Oh, yeah. Yeah. The numbers were great, Chef. I mean, what else do you say? Let's advance the day.
What a fucking nail biter, man.
We won the postseason. Of course, our pitching coach
was retiring. There it is.
Because why would he? The manager and third base coach, they're like, screw it, we're done here. Guys, this is a record now. I mean, I don't know if we can do better. Angel Bastardo, he's gone.
Well, this sets the bar, correct? That's ultimately what we're doing.
I mean, it does.
This has set the bar for the channel. It's 4 seasons. In the conclusion of 4 seasons.
With the Blue Jays.
Winning.
With the Blue Jays.
Is that a blue game?
I mean, come on. Although I am curious. I'm curious. Oh, are all the stats gone? I want to see the stats. No. Really? They make them go away just like that? Transactions, budgets.
I guess it does start the following season, right?
Okay, so now we can actually go back to seeing the numbers again from last season. So we'll wrap that up here as well. So Sandy finished the season 11-11, 200 innings as expected. 3.07. Yamamoto 11-13, 3.74. So our top 2 finished with the worst records. BB went 13-7, 3.79. Bowden finished 8-9, 3.93. Tiedemann went 9-10. Again, 160 strikeouts, almost a strikeout an inning in his rookie season. Love that. Yeah, we definitely had some of these guys coming up the pipeline. Didn't get a chance to see them because it's over, guys. It's done. 4 seasons, by the way, just in case you forgot. 8-6 Abreu, 4.78. Hamilton, 3.84, or 3.48.
101 innings.
Yeah, he had himself a hell of a year.
I think it's worth it.
Pinoco only had 6. He obviously didn't do much. Payam's 2.51 in 93 innings. That's pretty stellar.
I still say Payam's held his own.
He did, man. Really solid. Thompson, 82 innings, 2.08.
I was 6-0 for the signing, but goddamn, that was worth it.
Incredible. Closing pitchers.
I really can't wait to see my boy Tia also.
Duran, 4-6, 59 Ks, 4.09, 40 saves. 40 saves.
11 lone saves. So he got all the blows out before the fucking playoffs, apparently. So
I'm telling you, they turned it on, man. They turned it on. So Jonah Heim finished with 232, 8 home runs, 22 RBIs. Teal, 251, 14 home runs, 50 RBIs. Pretty solid. He's growing. He was about to take the starting job, basically. Vlad finishes his last season with 32 home runs, 96 RBIs. 291 average. Shout out to Uncle Tix. Love that guy. Nico Horner, 252 average, so not great, but 14 home runs, 64 RBIs, 33 steals is incredible. And it's better than what Jimenez was giving us. Wagner, 254, 11, 53, and 2. So they really, again, played off each other well. No complaints. Baum finished off phenomenal. 301, 19 jacks, 80 RBIs, 16 steals. Barger came up, apparently hit 750. And Orelvis Martinez apparently was just a playoff superstar. Love that. Willie Castro, 15, 62, 23 steals, 257 average. Pretty good season for him, although I believe he was injured at some times as well. Or maybe that was the last season, I don't remember. Arozarena, obviously on the way down, still had a decent year. 18 homers, 84 ribeyes, 30 steals, 241. Better than what Santander was doing. Schneider, not too much going on here. Varsho, 30 homers, 100 RBI,
Oh,
11
really?
steals,
Wow.
and 245.
Up to 90 overall.
Incredible for Varsho.
Okay, sure. Sure.
We're taking it. We're not asking questions. Lawrence Butler, last but not least, 27 home runs, 89 RBI, 17 steals, and a 265 average. I mean, Chef, we did some major changes to this squad. Major changes. And for what I will say, for, Polar Bear Steve and I not being able to win with the Steelers, and us literally taking until the Las Vegas Raiders, that was multiple. This is our first MLB The Show 25 rebuild with the Blue Jays. Check mark. First one's done.
Just put it there. Put it there. And like I said, this sets the bar now. So you'll see future episodes, but now it's 4 or less. That's the goal. So does it beg the question, Jeff? Does it have to be any more than 4 seasons?
Oh.
Like, at 4 seasons is deemed a failure now?
Oh, you can't do that. That's
this
insanity.
Is the discussion off scene. This is the discussion off scene, boys and girls.
So
if we can do it in 4, anything more is a failure.
I mean, yes and no. The goal is to still be done within 7. We can't shortchange ourselves, Chef. We pulled off some shit here. We pulled off some shit. But what I do want to see is, guys, before we get fully wrapped up here, I kind of want to see the awards. I've always been a fan of the awards, so I'm trying to skip through all this. Obviously, none of this matters now. We are not keeping anybody or anything. This series is done. I'm going to skip this. Yeah, just keep simulating. Gunnar Henderson moved. Emmanuel Clase. Come on, get me back to the stats again. We're going to roll through here.
Edwin
Diaz. Draft lottery. Nobody cares. Really?
Like, I really wish hockey and football would get on this page of breaking news and bringing the trade to the forefront.
Yeah, man.
I feel like it's a very underwhelming thing in the other sport games.
Without a doubt, I really feel like in our first playthrough here, I am very impressed by the quality of the additions that MLB has added. And again, guys, comment below. I mean, maybe it's just Chef Tom and I not playing this for some time, but I have been pleasantly surprised with the additions. This is purely just us being in franchise mode. We have not touched a single other thing. Well, here we go. Here we go. Perfect. Perfect. We got the top prospects. Oh, wait. It's not showing me the awards? Come on. After all that? Yeah, the league leaders. We don't want that right now. Standings, stats, injured list, top prospects. Yeah, no. Okay, we're not going to see it. Well, then, good to know that for next time. We'll have to check it before we sim forward.
We're ranked 2nd now without having done anything this year.
I mean, I'm not surprised, but apparently our defense and speed has gone to shit. So, that's an interesting one.
We leave it there for you guys.
Yeah, needless to say, guys, I think it is time to park this bad boy and fly this this plane into its final destination, which is wrapping this episode up. So, guys, 1 episode, 4 seasons. It's getting late. It's dad years. We remember things. Nailed. I mean, Chef Tom. Number 1, thank you for coming in from work and hopping in. I don't know if we would have won this without you. Your baseball knowledge has always been that one that keeps us tip-top. I know we don't get to watch or talk about baseball as much as we used to, but you still came in with some of those key things that might have been the game changers for the Blue Jays. So the Jays are officially a check mark. It is a one and done for MLB The Show, getting our first World Series. What team do we do next, Chef? I mean, do we perhaps take a run with your Boston Red Sox? Stay in the AL East?
Wow. We really got to peg it to our audience here and see where they want us to go. Obviously, my vote is Boston. We'll see. It will be very tough to go AL East again. Knowing also that Boston is not a powerhouse, but financially there would be a key benefit for us there. So we'll see. We'll see what the viewers say.
Guys, free agency has been fun, been definitely different, and I'd be curious to see how a historic franchise like Boston would make a difference for us being able to sign guys. So, guys, comment below. You guys know what to do. We haven't seen a ton of comments on the Madden stuff, so you don't tell us what teams to do. How are we supposed to know? Give us those challenges of which team you want to see us do. I would love to see Pittsburgh in there. Get to the Pirates with Paul Skenes, who's an absolute stud. Build around him. Jeff, maybe another one we can put on that list as well. But ultimately, guys, as always, we leave it up to you. Comment below. Let us know what teams you want to see us do or which ones you want to see us do next. Obviously, we're still tweaking things out here for MLB as well, so let us know how we did this one. Obviously, you guys saw the first off season. It's a lot of contracts, a lot of craziness to kind of do on screen. It might get a little bit dull, if you will. So we did obviously shore up the next 3 years of just showing you what happened after the fact, giving you some of the stories of the free agency period. So if you guys are cool with that, let us know. Otherwise, tell us how else you guys might want to see it. We do want to get these videos shorter, especially with all the rebuilds. We don't want you sitting there for 4 hours. So we are going to do our best to try and chop this down. But, you know, what else can you say? Thank you again for joining us. We appreciate it. The Toronto Blue Jays are officially World Series champions. Damn, that sounds good. Considering it hasn't happened since the early 90s, to do it in 4 seasons, to complete the challenge. Jeff, I'm feeling pretty good about going to bed tonight. I don't know about you feel.
I agree. You're 2028. Apparently, you're the Blue Jays. Boys, until next time, keep growing.